think that was in order for the guest that I have tonight. There'll be no peace until all men are one. My guest tonight is a young man who I think that he's sharp. I think he has a heck of a lot of wit. Of course, everybody don't agree with me. Most people say he's gross. White people say he's gross. Black people say he's intelligent. I don't know. I've had the chance to be invited to one of his birthday shows, and then I took the liberty of listening to him. I think he's good and crazy, but I know he's slick, too. So what I want you to do tonight, I know everybody knows this show is going to be on. I want you to sit back. Don't relax. Don't relax. Because if you relax, ain't no telling what might happen.
And don't signify.
Now, you know that wasn't no nigga because the consonant didn't sound like a nigga. You know that's a cracker saying signify.
Hold. Signify.
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 You see? Now, that's a cracker. You said...
Signify.
Dig it. I could say idiosyncrasy, but go ahead and talk.
I could say idiosyncrasy. Go ahead and talk. I could say... What's your favorite line, Fred?
I could say... Some people say it's kind of crazy, but I think it's kind of slick, too.
Peter Green. He was good. All right, we got to take a break. I just want to say good morning, let you know I'm here, and we got a lot going on today. That girl's coming in whose claims she looks like Terry Hatcher. And Jackie's going to be reading from Robin's book, her new smash hit book, Quivers Alive. She's burning up the charts.
What, Jackie came up with a new...
He found some article where you're quoted in a couple of places, and he's going to be doing a reading from the article.
Oh.
It's pretty good. I heard some of it, not all of it. Stuttering John.
That's a surprise to me.
Yeah, Stuttering John was out on the town, and Billy Crystal really yelled at him.
No. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Gee, it's shocking to find out Billy Crystal has no sense of humor about himself.
He has an attitude?
Yeah.
I never detected one.
And he uses the F word.
Really?
Good man.
Really upset.
He was fine for the first two questions. The third question, he freaked out.
Ooh.
We asked him, how long have you been cheating on your wife? I mean, he's never cheated on his wife, as far as we know, but...
Loaded question.
It was just like, it's you know what that's like?
When did you stop beating your wife?
When did you stop beating your wife?
Yeah.
So we were just kidding around. He knew we were kidding, and he just got completely wigged out.
Really?
Because he has no sense of humor. But we knew he would wig out. He has no sense of humor.
I'm shocked at the question that did it, though.
Yeah, I know. You'd think the Mr. Saturday Night question would have done it.
I heard those questions. Yeah, it was funny to get upset about.
Yeah, not that. Anyway, let's take a break. We'll be back. We got a whole cool show for you if you just sit through these quick messages. We'll be back right after these words.
We'll return to the Howard Stern Show after these messages. 97.1 The Eagle.
6:14 at the Eagle. This is Brad Baxter. Eagle weather today. It's 6:18 at 97.1 The Eagle.
Howard Stern. Cool. Morning. Your rock and roll day.
You sound better than ever.
This is where Dallas Fort Worth rocks. 97.1 The Eagle. It's the Howard Stern Show. Here's Howard.
Thank you. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Is that your contribution?
I'd like to add to the songs.
It wasn't good without you.
Hey, the meat puppets say everything's an instrument. They would. I have about 3 different flutes on me.
One-man band.
That's right.
A wind section.
Yeah. I'm a one-man wind section. Okay.
I guess that was one of my occasional witty statements. I was reading something about myself the other day.
Yeah, you occasionally have a good one.
This guy in Chicago who was writing about us was commenting on something I said that day, and it's a rare witty statement.
Was he putting us down?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, hey, I have an article that says we're up 45% in Chicago, and we've only been there a day.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's so much for him.
So, what does he know? Occasionally witty. What a dick. Well, so much cool stuff going on, but I'm going to take a few phone calls because I'm real tired. It'll get me pumped up. It'll get me talking.
Did you overexert yourself yesterday?
No, I'm just tired. I don't know. I stayed up and watched Melrose Place last night.
Oh, instead of taping.
I just get carried away like a nut. I'm such a nutty guy. I stayed up and watched Melrose.
Burning that candle at both ends, staying up till 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm pretty out of there. It's my drug, that Melrose Place. It's my drug.
There are times that I think you're an intelligent man until you start discussing your TV likes and dislikes.
Ooh, I hate that noise. Yow. I know. I start to think I'm intelligent, too, and then I catch myself watching 90210 and Melrose Place. And it was a busy night in the Stern household last night. I had my wife busy taping the show Virus that was on last night on NBC.
Forgot about that,
Yeah, with Nicolette Sheridan.
Another great actress.
Yeah, I love her.
Another one that you watch.
That's right, Jackie. Exactly. Orlando, you're on the air.
Howard?
Yeah, hi.
Hey, how are you doing?
Okay.
I just woke up and found out I could call in, and we're moving to Atlanta in another month, and I feel so bad because I don't think you're there.
No, we're not there because the company always likes to hold a carrot in front of my face because I'm a big horse. I'm a horse face.
Well, what am I going to do? I mean, even
I could have been on in Atlanta 2 years ago, but
we have a station there, huh?
We have a station there, and they had to put the grease man on because they were teaching me a lesson, and it's good. It's worked out real well for them.
Oh, well, you know,
I'm really glad they did that to me. It proved a great point to me. It proved that I am a real stinker. I'm not a company man at all. I deserve to constantly have things held over my head, while lesser personalities are handed things. But the plan didn't work out because the lesser personalities can't get them ratings. It's too bad.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, well, I'm being punished. I'm being punished because I'm not a team player.
Atlanta opening in sight?
Yeah, I haven't been a team player. I'm the worst of the worst. So I get the message loud and clear. I could have been in Atlanta 2 years ago. But I'm a person around here. I'm the only person around here who has to be taught a lesson, evidently.
When I go on my...
In order to get on in Atlanta, I have to sign up for 30-year stint, I think.
Oh, is that what they're doing?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's very odd. 2 years ago, I was in no position to make that commitment. Well, so I'm not on in Atlanta. It's all right. Who cares? Who cares? When I'm in the box and they're throwing the dirt over my face and the worms are picking at my eyeballs, what difference does it make?
See, we needed to be in Atlanta. Then we could have talked about Freaknik before it happened.
Yeah, we could have warned those white people, those defenseless white people. Get out. Freaknik happened. That was where all the blacks go for spring break. We could have warned everyone. You're on the air. I mean, oh, yeah, you're already on the air.
You've been on the air.
All right, well, have a good time in Atlanta. You'll enjoy
Why is all of our audience moving? We constantly talk to people who are going
Well,
to
you know why
places.
we're moving. My husband was working as a space vendor, and good old Clinton's making all these budget cuts. And he's talking about putting all these people to work. And
well, nobody wants
people here are out of a job.
Everybody wants budget cuts, but nobody is willing to sacrifice.
Yeah.
So you're sacrificing.
Oh, definitely. We have 3 children just like you, and we're moving because we just can't stand the thought of the rug getting pulled out from under our feet all the time. I mean...
So what is he going to do? He's going to work on space in Atlanta?
No, he's completely out of it, and it's great.
So what is he going to do?
Well, he's a computer programmer analyst.
So
he could work anywhere anyway.
Yeah, so what does he need?
He's working for another company. So
it makes it seem like they're not going to be getting any money. They're going to be fine.
Yeah.
And, they'll cut the dopey space program anyway.
What's it gotten us?
Yeah. I'm still sitting here. Whitey's on the moon, and I'm sitting here with the rats. I've been waiting for something cool to happen with the moon,
Right.
Nothing happens.
By now, we were supposed to be able to get on a bus-type shuttle.
Oh, yeah.
And go somewhere.
And vacation on the moon.
Yeah.
What am I doing? I'm still here.
Well, I'm going to miss you so bad when I'm on the phone.
Yeah, well, I would be on in Atlanta, but I'm being punished.
Well, I think you got the E channel there.
Yeah, there you go.
So
the E channel.
So I'll get some of you.
All right, well, we'll miss you, and I'm sorry you're leaving.
Well,
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Maybe someday we'll meet again.
Right.
I hope
Maybe
so.
I'll be on in Atlanta when I'm not being punished. I'll be on the moon before I'm in Atlanta. I'll see you on the moon. Tell your husband to build me a rocket ship. I might hire him to build me a Howard Stern rocket ship.
Your own personal rocket.
That's
be
right.
there.
Yeah, that would be nice. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Enjoy the move.
All right.
And there you go.
Bye-bye.
We're losing the listener. But she'll be fine. She'll have the Greaseman show. He's really burning up the airwaves.
You're learning to listen to that.
Shazam! Shazam, it's the Greaseman.
Hey, Grease.
Waddle daddle? Gibbly gobbly? That kind of gets old after a little while.
I can't believe he really makes those noises.
How you doing, cousins?
A grown man.
I wouldn't mind if it was funny. I got a little story from the Grease Palace here. Guy gets no ratings. 0 rating.
He's good.
Our general manager thinks he's funny.
He's good.
He's good. Our general manager thinks he's funny, though. He's the one who brought him to the company.
Oh, he always said.
Good move,
Greaseman's
Tom.
Very funny. You're funny. Greaseman's funny.
Tom is easily amused. Tom. Yeah, I'm going to make Tom laugh. Tom's rolling on the floor. And then I went to my wife and I told her to take this job at 70.
Does Tom still think he's funny?
Yeah.
Or has he gotten it now?
Tom's amused by his own golf bag. I used to sit there and listen to, I'm bringing him in because he's funny. I go, yeah, you're bringing him in because you're going to try and teach me a lesson. But the lesson's going to backfire on you.
I was down in Washington. Listen to the Greaseman.
Yeah, I tell you, boy, he's funny. Yeah, okay, bring him to New York. Let's see if he's funny. They put him on at 10 o'clock at night so that he wouldn't be competing with anything but records.
And he's still not funny.
Yeah. Hello, this is the Greaseman. Who's this?
Hi, Grease. This is Amy from Long Island.
Hello, how are you today?
I'm okay, Grease. What about you?
Well, I'll tell you something. I want to tell you a little story about when I was a caddy for General Manager Tom Chiasoto.
That was a funny story, Grease.
Yeah. Dick. He wants teaching me lessons here. Yeah, we'll put the Greaseman on in Atlanta. The Greaseman in Atlanta. I haven't been a good team player. I'm the one who introduced syndication to this company, and took them dragging and kicking into it. Fought me every step of the way. Told me I couldn't be on in California. It would be bad for my career. Yeah, it was real bad. Man, so I guess I'm being taught a lesson for being such a bad man for the company. I've been horrible for this company. I've kicked them, and I brought them kicking and screaming into the 20th century. Yeah, guys, if you own a program, you could probably put it on in a lot of different markets. Yeah, we'll get the Greaseman. Give them all your markets. Okay, thanks. Thanks, but no thanks. Goodbye. Goodbye. How many months left on my contract?
Still 4.
Good. Suffer this humiliation. Tom, I heard the Greaseman. I went down to Washington and heard the Greaseman. Boy, he's good. Now, I'm not saying he's not as, you're not as funny, but...
Oh, no. You're funny, but he's funny, too.
Right. What a dick. Boy, he really... I'd love to see Tom start his own radio company and have to start picking talent and putting money into talent. I'd love to see what he comes up with. Talk about a no brain. Ever since that day he said it to me, I knew he had not a brain in his head.
That's why I wonder why he comes in sometimes to say, now that was really funny.
Yeah, because he doesn't know anyway if it's funny or not.
I only think he thinks the Greaseman's funny.
Whenever he tells me something's funny, that's when I head for the hills. I know I did a bad show. Right, never do it again. As soon as he comes in, I go, that's it, boys. We're not doing that again. That's it. I said, Jackie keeps a list over there with Fred. I said, cross it off the list. Yeah. The kiss of death is kiss of Tom.
That was funny.
Yeah. Greaseman is Tom's Edsel. Hey, Tom, thanks for all of Infinity's millions of dollars. And no ratings in return, sucker. They keep supporting him. Put him on in Atlanta. Don't put Howard on. Put a Greaseman.
They
Okay.
keep thinking they'll find a market he's funny in.
Well, they said to me, this was 2 years ago, they said to me, well, we don't know if you're going to stay with the company. I go, well, what is it? I got 2 years left on a contract. How about putting me on? Well, we don't know that you're going to stay with the company. Well, how do you know the Greaseman's going to stay with the company? How do you know anyone's going to stay with it?
Well, they know the Greaseman's going to stay.
And I used to say to them, I'd stay with the company if you didn't play such damn-ass games with me. But what kind of company is going to play games? Every minute with a game. Just, why does it have to be a game? Why do I always have to be punished? Why don't you go punish that imbecile Imus? I mean, why are you punishing me? What did I do except get you into the syndication business? Dicks.
They don't try to.
Everyone treats me like I'm a cockroach. Well, I gotta say something. I'm no cockroach.
You've no cockroaches.
Yeah.
You're no cockroach.
Hey, I live amongst cockroaches, but I am no cockroach. Cleveland, go ahead.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, by the way, we ought to talk to New Orleans, see if it's still there.
Why, what happened in New Orleans?
They've been having like a rainstorm, dumped 13 to 18 inches of rain different places, and I hear that they're evacuating people. They have to come get them. They're floating away.
Really?
In New Orleans.
Can't Jackie advise him on something?
Yeah, Jackie's been through many a flood.
Yeah, I got news for you. If you've got a lot of joke tapes in your basement, get your clothesline ready. You're going to have to hang them all up. Get your joke cards and everything, and line them up and put them on your laundry line with your clothespins. No beginning to your sensitivity.
I remember Jackie had flood after flood.
Yeah.
And I guess in his basement he kept all his stupid joke cards.
Right, that was his whole archive down there.
Then he comes in and he goes,
Don't say anything on the air about where I keep my joke cards. People want to steal them.
yeah.
He didn't say that.
Yeah.
I'm going with him.
He goes, yeah, I keep everything in the basement but joke cards.
I know he told, the funniest thing he told me about the whole thing was he opened the basement door and the joke cards were floating.
So him and Nancy got in and grabbed all the joke cards and hung them up on the laundry line with the clothespins.
Right, to dry them out because they were important.
Secret family formation.
Important cards. Jackie's jokes
that
on
was
the card.
The secret to Jackie's success.
Yeah.
It's a good business.
Oh, my joke cards were floating.
Yeah. And next thing I know, I'm looking for Nancy. She's going down a boat with all the fire department.
Oh.
She got into a raft.
Yeah.
Floated away.
Yeah, remember that story? Somehow Nancy ends up on a raft. Yeah.
And the black guy was with her on the raft.
All right, dude, thanks.
No, wait. If somebody wanted to really listen to you, why don't they just get a world band radio?
Am I on that?
Well, if you can pick up almost any station in the world.
Are you doing a thing with your voice? Like a stink? Like a Sammy Davis thing? Come on, talk normal.
All right.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Hey,
I'm not even sure anyone knew what you were doing.
Nah, nothing. Just nasal voice, just tired.
All right, so you're saying if someone wants to listen to us, they can pick us up on something called a worldwide band?
A world band radio, like $100, $200 Radio Shack. A lot of places have,
Really? And you could pick up this show?
Oh, sure.
No matter where you are?
Yeah, I went to England for a month,
That doesn't sound right.
Well, no. I mean, I went.
You picked us up in England?
No, yeah.
It's like ham radio.
Yeah, so why doesn't everyone... Oh, it's ham radio.
Ham radio.
Oh, I see. You mean you got to get that whole gear in your basement? And...
No, it's a little radio. It's
like you can carry it around with you?
It's portable, yeah.
So then why doesn't everyone just get a world band radio?
Yeah, why do we need...
It's like a satellite
to be syndicated.
And how can you... I don't understand something. Aren't there like 10 billion shows on at the same time all over the country?
It's tricky, but if you...
How could you pick up ours?
Huh?
How could you pick up ours?
You know what you have to do? It's one of those things where you run around your house looking for where you can find us.
It's like a water diviner.
It's programmable. It's like digital, and you pick the right band, and you have to search it. I mean, it's a bitch.
Yeah, but don't bands overlap? I mean, people are using 92.3 in other markets, aren't they?
Rabbit, honey, I said you have to you have to play with it.
Honey, he said that you have to play with it.
Excuse
But
me.
you can get it. And I loved your Tonight Show appearance. Oh, it was the best.
Thank you. I told her what to do.
Yeah, and you told her well. I mean, that.
Yeah, I instructed her to get
He
in a
knew
fight.
exactly what was going to happen, and he planned for it.
I told her if Linda, like someone sits down next to you, get in a fight with him.
She had no business.
Yeah.
Hey, and hopefully you do that Sun City thing, Radio City thing.
Yeah.
Yay, nay, what?
All right, we'll see.
How's the court in Cleveland going? The court case.
It's funny you bring that up. I just got faxed on that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was supposed to happen May 15th. It was the next court date, but May 30th, it's been postponed until May 30th.
Mm.
Those two.
Is this for those two people?
Yeah, the two people who are up on charges. I don't know who they are, the promotions director or somebody.
And some friend of hers.
Yeah, I don't understand the case anymore. It's gotten beyond me. I thought that the upper management, they seem to be going to lower and lower management.
You know what it sounds like to me? It's one of those containment things.
Yeah.
You can't get to upper management somehow.
Yeah. In Cleveland, somebody cut our wires, and they were supposed to, it's obvious to me anyway that there could have been involvement from upper management, but they keep going lower and lower on the food chain, I guess, to build the case.
Taking people off the air.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand it, but evidently they're trying to make some sort of link and get people to talk. But these two people now are being represented by a very pricey attorney. And
this is what I'm talking about.
The theory is that maybe the company is helping them out with an attorney, but I don't know that for a fact.
If you didn't want to lose your license, what you would do is you'd pay somebody to take the brunt.
Whatever. I don't know that that's being done.
I'm just saying, if you didn't want that, that's just a scenario I'm painting. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, exactly. The key word is you don't know what's going on.
No, I'm just saying, in some scenario, if you were a big person with a lot of money, and somebody was after you and there was going to be an investigation, mightn't you want to pay somebody to say, I did it all, I was the mastermind?
Might, but you don't want that coming out either, because then you're really screwed.
Oh, yeah. But
so you got to be real careful.
Try to make it airtight.
Yeah. All right, dude. So anyway, I think May 30th is the next big court date.
Right.
And we'll see what happens. They're claiming that they're innocent, those two, but, we'll see what happens.
What are you calling for?
All right, New Orleans, you're on the air.
Hello, Mother Angelica.
Where are you from?
I'm from Pennsylvania. My name is Clarice.
And what is your question?
My question is, would you spread for Baba Booey?
Would you what? That's one of those bad calls to get. I think so many of you out there are so sick. So sick.
So sick.
And you don't really realize how sick you are when you call this station and speak to me and my guests in an insulting manner. Okay?
How can you do that to someone in
I think in your mind you don't know any better.
Isn't that serious
and I
voice?
hope and pray that you will look at yourself and think again of the dignity and love with which God made you, and that you are reducing yourself to an animal. Because animals operate on instinct and feelings. And when you get to that point where you are now, and you would call this network and take that kind of time.
She has an audience, too. They're real silent.
We're ready to pray for you.
Praying for Captain
And
Jackson.
all the thousands in this country. And I blame the people who preach of all denominations. We have not preached the hard word. We have not preached the good word, the good news. And so people are struggling and people are falling by the wayside.
She's blaming...
Poor child, because you don't have the guts to tell it like it is.
She's blaming the preachers?
You allow them to be homosexual.
Captain Jackson's a homosexual?
Sex, the whole thing. And you in the media allow satanic groups and satanic people Airways.
I'm with her on that.
I think God will.
I think she's referring to Grease, man.
Because you live
in Rush Limbaugh.
The garbage.
I'm with you on that, honey.
May you have mercy on this country and the world, who's more satisfied with garbage than the Lord God.
It's funny that, like, she said...
May His mercy cover
She's
all
praying. How can you talk over her prayer?
Sorry.
We have a new call. Hello?
It was funny. She was so upset. Janks, you there? I guess not. She was so upset. And then, like, she said, like, the people who call in like that are animals and satanic and homosexual.
Yeah. What does homosexual have to do with a call like that?
She sort of...
kind of highlighted her agenda.
Yeah. Yeah. It went from a phony phone call to, like, homosexuals make phony phone calls. That woman should be in jail.
Well, it's funny to me, she's like, you reduced yourself to an animal because animals act on instinct. And, you know, I'm just thinking of the animal who picks up the phone and instinctively calls her and says, would you spread?
What I like is that she didn't say no to spreading for Baba Booey.
Well, she's still considering the offer.
Yeah, he goes, would you spread for Baba Booey? And notice there was no. Can you imagine her spreading?
Oh.
And that poor woman goes to all the trouble of dressing so comfortably.
Do you hear her breathing? It's almost like she must be choking in that habit.
Well, that habit is so tight and she's so fat. And she's convinced herself that she's some sort of spirit. Because she dresses like that. What a comment. People who make phony phone calls like that are animals and homosexuals. That's an amazing...
You have not preached the good word.
Right.
And you allow people to be animals and homosexuals.
And Satan worshippers. She's good. My theory is she's stuck in that outfit, stuck in the chair, and they can't get her out of it.
That's it. She just has to keep doing that show.
So they point a camera in front of her. We got to take a break.
Of you to call this program.
We'll be back right after these words.
More to come when the Howard Stern Show returns in a moment. 97.1 The Eagle.
641 at the Eagle. This is Brad Baxter. It's 645 at 97.1 The Eagle.
Howard Stern morning. You're right. All day. 97.1 The Eagle. With the Howard Stern Show.
Are you guys dropping dead in here? Oh, it's oppressive. And you can't even open your eyes. You get so sleepy from the heat.
I think my eyes are dry.
Mine too.
Maybe that's what your problem is.
From this room, I'm suing.
Middle summer.
Oh, it's so hot in here. And wait till summer, the air conditioning doesn't work at all. It only works in the
quite
winter.
balmy in here.
Yeah. I'll tell you, if I stay in radio, man, we're moving studios. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody has a problem with. I am going to move studios. I got just a place in mind.
That
You call that a newsroom you're in? I'm going to get you a full newsroom. Like on Murphy Brown.
Yesterday, some people were in here, and they, were looking around. They said, this is where you work?
I know. It's awful.
They couldn't believe it.
I still feel like I'm in college radio. I want to work in a real radio station.
I mean, here we've reached the top.
I know.
And this is where you work is what we get.
You bring people in there, they think you're kidding.
I know. The candid camera.
Come on, take us to the real studio.
Yeah.
And you would think a company that makes this much money would give us a beautiful studio.
There's this black guy in the newspaper today. He's like on the phone and wearing a suit to show everyone that he's like a businessman. Did you read this article?
No.
So the guy gets on Metro North, and the cops had gotten a tip-off that someone was on the train, a black guy packing a gun.
Uh-huh.
So, after Colin Ferguson, everyone's nervous, so the black guy's sitting there, and they pat him down. They hear it's a black guy. Now they're so sorry they patted this guy down. Metro North already apologized because he says, I'm 6'4". The guy they were looking for was 5'10", and he had a mustache and I don't.
He looked the same size as the guy sitting down.
Yeah, and he said, all they see is black, and they pat. I said, oh, this is getting out of here. I said, you know what? This guy should be patted down every day. You should volunteer to be patted down. If there is a tip-off that there's a guy with a gun, there's no time to really study. If you got any suspicions, quickly pat down, because the alternative is worse. Being very, very correct and taking your time looking at everyone's face and trying to do a matchup and getting shot up on the train.
Did you see the story yesterday that Denzel, or was it Sunday, Denzel Washington can't catch a cab?
Yeah, Denzel Washington. Yeah, I'll tell you something. After Malcolm X, I wouldn't pick him up in my cab.
Stop it.
Let Spike Lee drive him around.
What did he do? He just acted in the movie.
I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like any of that. It's all rabble-rousing. Gets people upset.
It's tough to be a black man, you know.
Yeah. Railroad apology to black magazine executive. So this guy is holding a press conference I don't know how many times he had a press conference. And, the guy from the Metro North is saying, look, it was an honest mistake. He wasn't the guy with the gun.
So they didn't shoot him.
And they're apologizing.
Shot him.
I don't know why they're apologizing. The situation was handled poorly.
Well, if you pat a guy down and make him feel like a criminal, you should say, I'm sorry.
It's beyond apologies. I think they got to put up ads in the train and everything.
Yeah, people, I got to tell you something.
What are the ads going to say?
There is
Don't mess with the black guys?
There is such apology fever out there. Especially I'm upset because the newspapers claim that I apologize for my lack of sensitivity in the Selena case. I am so pissed that they took that as an apology because I certainly didn't mean it as an apology.
I remember one person saying to me, weren't the words "I'm sorry" in there? And I said, no, I had him translate it for me when he did it, and there was no "I'm sorry" in there.
No, I made sure there wasn't "I'm sorry." I just said, hey, my statements were not intended to hurt anybody. I was reading some letter to the editor, and it's like the People magazine, and they said, hey, we want to thank People magazine because you're doing a whole issue on Selena, and while Howard Stern is making fun of her, you are doing... And I'm going, wait a second. Shouldn't it read, want to thank you for doing an issue on Selena? That witch that shot her while she lives in prison, no, it's Howard Stern is the problem. Could you imagine? Because I said I didn't like the music.
They ought to thank People magazine for realizing that people would automatically buy the magazine if they saw Selena on the cover.
Right.
Because she didn't appear on the cover everywhere in this country. They knew that certain people wouldn't buy it just for Selena,
right,
but a certain group would.
Yeah, they marketed it to the Mexican.
Absolutely, and they just decided they could make a lot of money that way.
Yeah, and then they're writing in and thanking them.
Yeah, thank you for making us spend our money.
Yeah. You want to get upset about something. Here in New York, there's these 1, 2, 3, 4, I think it's 4 guys who raped and beat and I think slit the throat of a woman. She happened to live, but these 5 guys are since they're like teenagers or something, and they don't want to go through a long trial. The prosecution didn't want to go through a long trial. It turns out that they marched these 4 guys in to be sentenced yesterday, and they were all laughing and having a great time. They said, you'll see why. They all are young, so they plea bargained down like a sentence of 4 years or something. If they were adults, it would have been 50 years, and if there had been a trial, it could have been 50 years for raping on the boardwalk.
That was Coney Island?
Coney Island boardwalk rape. And everyone's laughing. And no one's upset about it. And, this is what people get upset about, radio shows.
I think it was it People magazine where there was a letter saying we should forget about Howard Stern and do something, and really deal with real problems?
Well, no, if they forgot about Howard Stern, I wouldn't have a career, so I'm glad they don't deal with real problems.
I'm talking about, they're saying, why are people screaming about Howard Stern, when, there are people out here saying this and doing that?
Because screaming about Howard Stern is easy. And quite frankly, thank God they do it. I was talking to someone the other day. I said, I'd be so jealous if somebody else was being screamed about.
I'm saying just let radio be entertainment, which is what it was meant to be.
Right.
Instead of pretending it's the boogeyman now.
Yeah. Hey, where's the Billy Crystal tape? Are we going to play that or what? I'm ready to do it. But I guess Fafa Fooey isn't ready. I keep asking him where it is.
Did he get the tape to you, or...?
I don't know. There doesn't seem to be clear communication. Didn't he say he had it, Fred?
I think they were still working on it.
No, he said they had it. Well, anyway, I don't know. What's going on with that Fluff Fluff Lowly?
Scott's dubbing it off right now. It'd be ready in about 2 minutes, but I didn't say it was ready. I just said I had edited it and heard it.
I see. All right, whenever.
Papa Bullhigh.
I don't know why it takes 8 hours. Was he yelling as he left the room?
He was. I wasn't able to...
What is he yelling about?
His sentence wasn't done as he was exiting.
Right. What are you yelling at the whole...
I said, you're unclear, I'm fine.
No, you're very unclear about everything. Remember that. Nobody knows what you're talking about. Fred heard you too and doesn't know what you're talking
He
about.
never realizes that the communication process isn't complete unless the person you intended to hear you understood what you said.
Right.
He's clear to himself.
How come everyone around here never understands him? I know.
He just said, I'm clear to myself.
Right.
And that's all that's necessary.
Yeah, but he doesn't understand. It's got to be clear to me. I'm the guy on the air.
He's amazing.
He's a weird guy. He's a weird guy. And you can't yell at Fafafui anymore because then his mom calls up crying.
No.
You don't have any idea how many times his mom calls up crying going, he's making fun of you.
Oh, dear.
And he goes, Ma, get a life.
She was getting sensitive about this.
Yeah.
She must be listening to this show nonstop.
Yeah. I said, can you tell your mother not to listen? I mean, is there a reason why she listens? You're on the air, New York.
Hi, Howard.
Yeah.
Hi, I live in Atlanta, and I'd like to talk to that lady who lives there. I really sucks with the grease man.
Yeah.
I missed you earlier when
I can barely hear you. You must have several people on the phone with you, or you must be on a bad phone, and I don't know. What?
I'm calling from an office. Anyway, I live in Atlanta, and I'm visiting New York, and I really miss your show. When I lived down there, we have the grease man, and I turned the radio on right at the end of when you were explaining to her why you're there.
Yeah.
I'm the stripper down there too.
Right.
So
All right. Thank you for the call.
Thanks.
All right. Bye. Finding the worst way to get something going with me. You're on the air in Los Angeles. I just can't hear her.
Good morning, Howard.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. A lot of women calling in today. I like that.
Well, I'm calling in because I'm a fairly new listener. Well, I should say permanent because I used to be a part-time listener.
Right.
When you first came to Los Angeles, you were kind of rough around the edges, and I liked Robin a lot, but I kind of turn you off because I would listen to another affinity station.
Mm-hmm.
And my brothers used to watch you all the time on late night a few years back, and you kind of grew on me.
Mm-hmm.
And now, since I've kind of stopped listening to the media, I listen to you all the time now.
Good.
And I really enjoy you, and I'm glad that I wised up a lot.
Well, we're getting a whole history of your listening habits.
Well, they're good, though.
Mm-hmm.
But, I find you... I kind of realize the difference between, saying things like, people who were claiming you're a racist. But like Robin said the other day, I was listening, it's a character. When you're imitating Andy Rooney, different voice.
I know. I can't win. Listen, who cares? You know what? I don't even mind being called a racist.
The country is really just wallowing in stupidity at this point.
Right. It doesn't matter to me. Well, you got idiots like Linda Ronstadt who gets a forum because she's famous, gets a forum on The Tonight Show, and she's able to go on the air and irresponsibly say, I don't like Howard Stern, he's a racist. And then when you say, well, do you listen to the show? Yes, I listen to the show. But I never heard of Robin. And it turns out she hasn't ever listened to the show, has no idea what I'm about. But I do know what she's about because she played Sun City. And I know exactly what type of racist she is. She is a in-the-closet racist.
Well, she never admitted... I happen to be half Mexican. She never admitted she was Mexican until she couldn't sell records.
20-something years she was in the business, never mentioned she was a Mexican.
No one knew.
No.
When it became popular for her to say she's a Mexican, then she became a Mexican.
Yeah, and if you look at her first CD that she released in Spanish, when my parents bought it, she has this little tiny thing where uncle or father played Vasquez or something. That was her big whoop-de-doo thing.
Yeah, if her
father's name is Vasquez, why is her name Ronstadt?
Yeah.
Is she so proud of her heritage?
I guess so. Real proud to change her name, right?
Yeah, maybe she was working undercover. She was a subversive.
She just really wanted to say, oh, yeah, I'm really Mexican. I can sing in Spanish.
She's as Mexican as I am. Thank you.
Have a nice day.
All right, you too. We have to take a short break. You got to hear the Billy Crystal tape, and we have a whole bunch of things going on. And I'll go into my briefcase and pull everything out that we have to do today, right after.
I brought in some prisoner letters for you to peruse.
Oh, excellent! Prisoner letters right after these words too.
You're listening to the Howard Stern Show. More after this. 97.1 The Eagle.
6:58 at the Eagle. This is Brad Baxter. Eagle. It's 7:03 at 97.1 The Eagle.
Call Howard on the Eagle's toll-free line, 1-800-54-STERN. We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, baby. I got so much cool stuff to do that I'm just sitting here looking at it, overwhelmed. First of all, just one quick thought. This is just kind of like a thought, okay? And I kind of copped this from the New York Times. It was part of an article, almost, I would say, endorsing Senator Arlen Specter, if you ask me. It's Frank Rich's column. It was a very positive article why, you know, he's running for president and some of the cool things he's about. But
didn't Frank Rich used to be a theater critic?
No. Maybe. I don't know. But he writes a column in the New York Times that's pretty intelligent.
Yeah?
Yeah. And you'd have to be pretty intelligent to make sense out of the theater in New York. But he makes the point, he says, you know, everyone is, and I'm convoluting the point to fit my own purposes here, but everyone is criticizing G. Gordon Liddy, Limbaugh, all these guys on the radio. Everyone is criticizing so-called hate radio. Yet it is Jerry Falwell who came out and is selling a tape of President Clinton, accusing him practically of being involved in a murder plot.
Yes.
Jerry Falwell, who is, you talk about spreading viciousness. He not only has a videotape accusing President Clinton of murdering political opponents in Arkansas, he also, doesn't he have some solution to the whole Whitewater mess and that...
Yeah, the Vince Foster...
Yeah, that suicide was a...
Yeah.
You talk about a guy, but yet not one, no one on the right or the left or anything will mention Jerry Falwell. They're so afraid of the religious connection in this country. They're so afraid to speak out. They're only willing to talk about some radio nincompoops. But Jerry Falwell hides behind religion. He is no different than G. Gordon Liddy, Rush Limbaugh, or anybody else. No different. No better, no worse.
Well, I've said it before. I've always said, you know, all these people do incredible things in the name of religion.
Right.
David Koresh was, you know, being God and sleeping with little girls in the name of religion. Nobody's ever said he shouldn't have heard that message because it made him crazy.
Right. Right. All right, anyway, I didn't want to get heavy with it. I just thought I'd make that point, even though we've made that point 100 different ways. Okay.
Somebody agreed with us for a change and was in the New York Times.
Yeah.
Pointed out.
Yeah, it just sort of... Whenever I see somebody agreeing with me, I bring it in. There's a whole bunch of things. Here's what we could do. We don't have... Oh, do we have it? Yeah, we do. Okay, we have the Stuttering John stuff. I could do that right now, and I'm tempted to do that right now because I'm just anxious to hear it.
I want to hear Billy Crystal sound off.
Then there's an article in the paper. Remember the priest who molested Ralph when he was a boy?
Yes.
He's in the newspaper, his name and everything. He's up on charges for pedophilia.
Wow.
Yeah, and
we
I think
broke that case.
Yeah, I think I can make a pretty strong argument that after 40 years that this is what broke the case, and I'll explain to you. So that's a big story.
Wonderful. Oh, not that the priest was a pedophile.
I got a religious fanatic who wants me to call her so she can pray to Jesus for me.
Oh, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, we're going to do that today, and we even have the Radio Hall of Fame nominees. I want to talk about them, and I want to talk about some of the people whose names aren't on the list, who continue to be ignored.
To be slighted.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Say it.
You said it, woman. Hey, and by the way, something that was given very little fanfare, and maybe you know something about it, I turned on my television here in New York. The local NBC affiliate has replaced the Donahue Show with the Jerry Springer Show.
No.
Yesterday it did.
That was a one-time thing. You didn't read the crawl.
No. What was the crawl?
The crawl said Donahue would appear in this time slot at his normal time tomorrow.
Why would they have Jerry Springer on for an hour?
I don't know what Donahue was doing yesterday.
Did you get the impression that they were waiting to see if there was a ratings surge?
In one day?
Yeah, why not? I ended up watching Jerry Springer.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't like him at that time.
No.
I like him earlier in the day. I like my Jerry earlier.
Poor Phil refuses to do some titillating topics. Yeah, get with it, Phil.
Maybe that was a threat.
Yeah. You know, Jerry Springer was almost off the air in his career. He was doing a nice show, and then all of a sudden he said, what the hell?
Yeah, he got down and dirty.
Yeah. Started having perverts and transsexuals on, and boom.
You know what was funny to me? I mean, even Sally has succumbed to what's going on. You know, she used to have a nice show.
Yeah.
Yesterday, she showed an old clip of something that happened on her, where two guys got into a fight.
Yeah.
I mean, one guy's wife was leaving him for the other guy. She had the two guys sitting there on either side of this woman. And one guy says, "Are you going to stay with your husband, or are you going to come with me?" And she took off her wedding ring, threw it at her husband, and took this guy's engagement ring. and the husband got up, walked over to the other guy, and punched him right in the face.
Hey, jerk-offs equal ratings. And Sally knows it. Jerry Springer knows it. The only one who doesn't know it is Donahue.
Yes.
He thinks he's going to take the high road.
Donahue and Oprah.
Yeah, I know, because his lead into the local news is awful. And it's not only killing the time slot that Donahue's on, it's killing the local news.
Yeah.
So that's the problem. And I guess this is an indication. Wake up, white-haired people. All right, Stuttering John, why don't you come in and I'll do this right now. Come on in.
Hero of the Stupid.
Billy Crystal has a new movie out, something where he plays a coach. And I guess, again, he's the director, the writer, the producer, the prop guy. Yeah, he does everything.
He's the key grip, the best boy.
Right. His last couple of movies have not exactly set the world on fire.
Yet he continues to work.
So it was a premiere of his movie, right?
Yeah, forget Paris.
Yeah, so there was a lot of people on the list that I never heard of. So I said to John, anyone I never heard of, just go up and ask them who they are. That'll piss them off. So the first person he sees is somebody called Elizabeth Hurley. Do you know who she is?
She must be an actress, is she not?
No, she is an Estee Lauder model and Hugh Grant's girlfriend.
Oh, okay. That very beautiful woman who's just taken over that Estee Lauder contract. Okay.
She's good looking, and you went up to her and you said, hey, baby.
Who are you?
Who are you?
But I was being honest. I really didn't know who she was.
Yeah, who would know who she is? And can she see that in the realm of all possibilities that a lot of people wouldn't know that she is someone famous, if you will? She's someone who stands there like a mannequin.
Well, she is an actress.
Oh, she is?
She, when Hugh Grant came onto the scene and was getting all of this notoriety and being invited to all these places, she would wear next to nothing.
I see.
Just to get all this attention.
Well, I hate to break the news to you, Grant. People don't know who he is either.
She managed to get this modeling contract out of it.
I was on Prodigy the other day, and I was with some girl on Prodigy, and I was trying to turn her on, and she said, "Who do you look like?" I said, "Hugh Grant." She goes, "Who's that?" I mean, people don't know who any of these people are. No one can keep track. We know who Kato Kaelin is. That's, we're desperate for celebrities.
I have really awful news about Kato Kaelin.
What is the awful news?
Kato Kaelin will be appearing in Las Vegas with Louis Anderson.
Doing what?
I don't know.
Are they like Alan and Rossi?
All I know is that Louis Anderson is going into Bally's, and Kato Kaelin will be appearing with him.
Excellent. Well, Louis certainly doing well.
Yeah.
Hey, I got to do a glasses switch so I look handsome for TV. Because these Stuttering John segments always end up on TV. Ah, beautiful.
You can tell the difference just flipping into the glasses.
I feel different. All right, so John went up to someone called Elizabeth Hurley and had the audacity to ask who she was. That made her nuts.
Did she get crazy?
She got crazy, right?
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
So what do you think about the chemistry between...
And you can listen to what's going on a little bit here. You can hear everyone's fawning all over her.
All right.
Yeah, that's Fox 5.
Fox 5, Fox 6, everyone was there.
How's the chemistry between Dolly and Crystal? Crystal and Deborah Winger, what do you expect?
Oh, I'm expecting a lot. I mean, it's Castle Rock, who make the best movies in Hollywood, so I'm hoping it's going to be very good indeed.
And what are you doing this summer?
What am I doing this summer? Well, I'm Estee Laudering at the moment, and of course, we work with Castle Rock as well, with Simeon Films.
You look great. How do you keep yourself
thin? I don't know. I eat like a pig. I don't know. I don't do any exercise, and I eat...
She stole your accent, Robin.
How dare she? That's how she got ahead.
Much. So there's no justice.
Who are you?
Nobody. Absolutely nobody of any interest whatsoever.
Keep doing it. You look out.
Thank you.
You do that makes you famous. Who is that, anyway?
She left as soon as you asked who it was.
Yeah.
That's even a better way of putting it. What do you do that makes you famous?
Why should I interview you?
Who are you? I'm absolutely nobody. Goodbye.
Nobody of any interest at all.
Ew. Why should I pretend to be interested?
I couldn't even understand what she was saying.
I'm Estee Laudering at the moment.
Estee Laudering this summer. Of course, we're with Castle Rock.
While eating like a pig.
I love when you ask somebody who sort of thinks they're in show business and what they're doing, and then all of a sudden they have to list what they're doing. Well, right now I'm Estee Laudering. So she got a job modeling for Estee Lauder. How long does that take? A day? Right now I'm Estee Laudering.
You know what? Models have now gotten to the point where they're trying to convince everybody that their job is tough.
Yeah, they got something going on. Estee Laudering.
It's not easy what we do.
So you're going to be posing for a picture. You're not Estee Laudering. You're Estee Loitering.
And And not only that, somebody's going to dress them, make them up, and do their hair. They don't even have to do anything.
Yeah. They should make models dress themselves up, see how good they are at it. All right, here is, now everyone remembers Joanne Worley from Laugh-In fame. Joanne Worley was on Laugh-In, and now John walks up to her and asks who she is. How does she handle it?
She's a little bit worse than this.
Really?
Oh, it gets worse.
Okay. Elizabeth Hurley.
Oh, wait a second. Here we go. Joanne Worley.
Hi. Can I ask you a question? Who are you now?
I'm Joanne Worley. And you are?
I'm John. How are you?
And you're here to?
I'm CWU. How are you?
And your station is?
WXRK.
I'm putting you on, darling.
What did you do that made you famous? You an actress?
No. That's all right. Thank you.
What are you?
Whoa.
What did you do that made you famous?
Ooh. That double whammy. Gets them.
They hate that. Oh, they can't handle it.
She was fine for a moment, but when you continued...
I mean, you're a young guy. How would you know what she did? You know, hey,
Laugh-In was before you were born.
You're at an event, people are taking a picture, and just want to know who she is. Oh, boy, is she something else.
She continues, and then she comes back.
Oh, really? She comes back?
Well, she asked me who I am, like, to get me back, I guess.
Oh, I see. Oh, it got on her nerves.
Yeah, she walks back.
Well, meanwhile, nobody else was interviewing her. She figured she might as well go back to you.
At least he was going to
I'm John.
Okay, thank
you.
Oh, so insulted. I got to hear that again. Did you not know who she was, really?
I really didn't.
I remember I saw Joanne Worley in something called The Mad Show on Broadway before Laugh-In, and she was really good in it, but, you know, big deal. It's 100 years ago. Mad Magazine put on a play. And I was such a fan of Mad Magazine that my dad took me to it. And she was in it and everything. And then I saw her on Laugh-In, and things were really rolling for her. And then next thing you know, she was on Love American Style.
Yeah.
And then, of course you wouldn't know who she is. How old are you?
29.
Yeah. So it's Laugh-In.
The last year of Laugh-In was 29 years ago.
All right. I got to hear that again. That was good.
Hi. Can I ask you a question?
Hi.
Who are you now?
I'm Joanne Worley. And you are?
I'm John. How are you?
And you're here to?
I'm CWU. How are you?
And your station is?
WXRK.
I'm putting you on, darling.
What did you do that made you famous? You an actress?
No. That's all right. Thank you.
What are you?
What are you? You are?
I'm John.
Okay.
Thank you.
What are you?
Who's she?
Hugh Grant's girlfriend. She's new Estee Lauder face replacing.
No.
Is she who
still answering two questions ago.
Yeah. Estee Lauder. Who is she? That was great. And she couldn't stay and answer who you were.
Immediate turn off. It goes from happiness to sadness.
Wow. Was she really pissed?
Yeah.
I can't wait to see that on the E! Show.
Yeah. She walked right away.
The best is, what do you do?
You're like, why? And you know what? That's a good question. What does she do?
That's the right answer.
I go to Billy Crystal opening.
What that face is?
What's that face?
The face of no brakes.
Yeah, right. All right, now, I'm going to play Billy Crystal next, who gets really mad at John. We had a lot of good questions for him. Do you want to play the one where he... Well, let me take a break.
Yeah, this is the old Billy Crystal.
Okay, give me that.
Oh, wonderful. So we can hear what Billy used to be like before all this fame?
All right, why don't we take a break, and then wait till I play this Billy Crystal thing. It's really funny. We'll be back right after this.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. 97.1 The Eagle.
7:17 at the Eagle. This is Brad Baxter. Eagle weather. It's 7:21 at 97.1 The Eagle.
Howard, Harleys, and pure rock. 97.1 The Eagle. We're back with The Howard Stern Show.
Headphones are falling off my head. Oh, I'm so irritated with the heat. I have to take off my shirt. Jackie the Joke Man Marlowe. I should come in my underwear. Actually, I do come in my underwear. I don't want to talk about it. Jackie the Joke Man Marlowe. To order Jackie's Wild Comedy CD or cassette, it is $10 plus $3 shipping and handling. Jokeland special, buy two, get one free. Call 1-800-323-KING. This Saturday, May 13th, it's Jackie at Headliners Comedy Club in Bethesda, Maryland. For filthy jokes and Robin excerpts, call 516-9221. Remember, 516-9221 is not a pay service. And, Jackie, will you be doing any Robin impression at your gig?
Always. They clamor.
Did you do it last night? Did you do it last night?
No, I didn't do it last night. It was just short last night.
I see. Because it was a benefit?
And my wife's band and another band, so, you know.
Oh, they cut me off?
Yeah, they cut me off.
They cut your book off. Quivers Alive?
Quivers Alive.
Quivers alive.
Dare you?
Quivers alive.
How dare you? I have proof.
Jackie does a reading. This isn't from your book. Evidently, you gave an interview to... What is the publication, Jackie?
This is the Boston Globe.
Yeah, Robin did a series of interviews around Quivers Alive.
And Tracy Grant must have cornered Miss Quivers.
Right, and evidently asked you questions in the interview, as anybody would. And you had some unbelievable answers.
To what?
Some heartfelt answers.
And Jackie does a reading of it. And it's really quite spectacular.
Really?
If you would, Jackie, I know we have to get to the Billy Crystal interview, but...
Well, obviously, this will just be an excerpt from this long article.
It's an article on Robin's life, yes.
It's a long article.
Was obviously on the run and could only give the girl 8 or 9 pages worth of interview.
Jackie, don't get upset because I got a lot of...
Hey, what about me? I'm just as good as Robin.
You didn't let me do my reading at your party. I was very upset.
Yeah, what happened with that?
I was all
First of all, who even knew whether you were there?
I was there.
I didn't see you till I was leaving.
Jackie goes, I had a whole different head. I thought I was going to do it. I was getting prepared. It's all ready to go.
You could have told me you were around.
Oh, yes. If I could have got through the prize fighters.
That's why I have them there.
All right, Jackie, do your reading for us. This is Robin being interviewed in the
All I'm
Boston
lifting out of this is basically the quotes and a little bit that connects it.
However you'd like to present.
Okay. It's up to you. Your artistic license.
Yeah, you've certainly proven that you should be given artistic license. Go ahead.
One of the reasons I wrote the book is because this mythology had developed around me that I was more than human. Says Quivers.
I like it better when you read, start again, but read, in the more, you start out kind of sedate.
Yeah.
And then you
build.
Yeah, you're building too quick. You're nervous.
Who's doing this?
Come on. Start again.
I think it was the mythology thing.
Yeah, got all excited. Go ahead.
Go on.
Come on, I'm the producer of you. Go ahead.
Snipping my creative knife.
All right, I'm sorry. Just start again.
Where's my muse?
This might be
my muse.
I thought I might be thrown. I was doing so well. One of the reasons I wrote the book is because this mythology had developed around me.
Oh, no.
That I was more than human, says Quivers, who strode through the hotel lobby, bigger, bubblier, and much larger than she ever seems when trapped within the speakers of a car radio.
What mythology had developed about you, Robin?
I think people had this impression
you're more
that I
than human?
came from...
The whole book.
Okay, go ahead. All right, let Jackie
a
continue.
different kind of background.
It's because of my bearing and my demeanor, and because I'm really a good observer of people. I could pick them apart, figure them out, without a lot of information. Unfortunately, they didn't have any ammo to come back at me. All they knew was Robin's perfect. So this made me more human, and I think it's made them very happy.
What the hell are you talking about?
I'm talking about Jackie.
For her, the world is full of people constantly making overtures about various things, but time being what it is, I have to turn down a lot of things that are offered to me. The book, on the other hand, was something she couldn't turn down. Brace yourself for this one. I didn't do it for therapy for me. I did it for therapy for others. She says in the loudest, most resonant voice in the entire restaurant, perhaps in the entire hotel.
Robin does like to be heard. Doesn't care who's listening.
I'm broadcasting all the time.
I didn't write that book to figure out where I had been. I had already figured that out. I stay in my own little world, and nobody really bothers me, says Quivers with a confrontational smirk. I refuse to be dictated to by them. female. If there was supposed to be one, they forgot to give it to me. So I'm doing my own thing.
Very nice. Very nice. Nice read.
Wow.
Good for you, Rob.
What a gold mine.
Very good, Jackie.
That's from the article, Robin Quivers, proud to be made of sterner stuff.
There you go. Good for you, Robin. Congratulations on another great article.
How did I even know you were there?
I like the first two. The first two sentences are the most unbelievable sentences I've ever heard.
Well, you know what it was all about. It truly is about Jackie that I'm talking. They asked me, they said to me, it seems that the guys on the radio show are having a great time.
Hold on. Here it is.
Of some of the things in the book.
The them to which she refers is the crew at the Howard Stern Show, where happy is an understatement as far as the book is concerned. Since its release, Stern and the gang have erupted into euphoria over the chance, after years of being held hostage to her razor-sharp tongue, to rib quivers.
There you go.
That's what it was about. It wasn't about the world in general. It was about Jackie.
Well, on the show, Jackie Martling has dedicated himself...
Jackie, you going to read the whole article? No offense.
I got the mic. It's all about me, you bastard.
You did a good reading. Now no one to stop. He always goes too long and bores everyone.
I just had to put it in context. Right. It was all about Jackie.
Whatever.
Nobody else is enjoying this, Robin.
Not as much as you.
Let me get to Stuttering John now and Billy Crystal. Congratulations to the both of you. Everyone's making a lot of sense. All right, now listen to me. So Billy Crystal is one of those guys that Stuttering John has managed to corner before. So the first time he cornered him, Billy actually, this is when Billy still had a sense of humor.
Now, what year was this? Do you know?
This would be 1970. What would you say?
I'd say about 2 years ago.
2 years ago. Okay. Here was Billy Crystal 2 years ago.
Hey, Billy! Hey, come on over, Billy! How you, big star? Come here, Billy! Hey, Billy! Hey, Billy, come here for a second. Hey, Billy! Hey, Billy, what do you think of Howard Stern? Hey, Billy! What do you think of Howard Stern, Billy? Hey, Billy, come over here, Bill. Hey, Billy, what do you think of Howard Stern? Hey, Billy, what do you think of Howard Stern? Good to see you. Howard Stern. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
I think
you're doing very well. It's going okay.
Hey, Billy, what do you think of Howard Stern, man?
I love Howard Stern.
Oh, yeah? Did you see him in Sportman?
No, I haven't seen it yet. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I'm a big fan of yours, too.
Oh, really? Okay. Come on, Billy.
So very gracious, Billy Crystal. You know. Billy Crystal.
He's a big fan of Stuttering John.
What did Belzer say to me? Billy Crystal's like that guy who thinks he's running show business. Like he thinks he's like an 85-year-old Friar Club comedian. He knows everything about show business. I don't know. He's a weird dude.
He was born old.
Yeah, he was born old. He was talking like that when he was on Soap, you know. Man, the business, you know. But he's gotten completely out of hand. So anyway, John had about 7 questions to ask Billy Crystal. First one was kind of like a nice question. That's the way we worked it. Second question, you can tell he doesn't like it all because it's about that Mr. Saturday Night.
Right.
Remember?
Big flop.
That huge movie that he was going to put out with that character about old Jewish comedians.
Yeah.
Which was one of the most anti-Semitic films I've ever seen. Because once you watch it, you hated Jews.
With incredible makeup.
It was every stereotype about Jews that Hitler tried to pass off. But Billy, I don't know what he was thinking when he did that. And then, of course, I mean, the movie was so bad, people used to beat up Jews in the lobby of the movie theater. You know, like, oh, Jews. And then we asked him a question about, about cheating on his wife, which he doesn't do, which was, it's a joke.
How do you know what he does?
But we don't know. Well, listen to, here he is, Stuttering John and Billy Crystal.
Hi, Billy. Repeat your question, please.
Great. I'll see you tomorrow.
How are you?
Good.
Big fan.
Who are you?
Paul. How's it going?
From where?
From XRK. Are you glad that you're the only guy who can handle the Oscars?
I'm not the only guy who can handle the Oscars.
Well, David didn't do as good job as you did.
David did great. I love what David did on the show. He was terrific.
See, that's a nice kiss-ass question.
But he listened to him. David was great. I love what he did.
Right. Meanwhile, he's like, yeah, I'm much better than David Letterman. Stock answer. But that's great. He's digging it.
Okay, will there be a Mr. Saturday Night too?
Yes, there will.
Oh, yeah? Okay, how many years were you married before you cheated on your wife?
So you can take this to Howard, right? And you can shove this right up Howard's stupid ass, okay?
Well, you don't like Howard anymore, Bill?
No, because Howard dumps on me all the time, and, it's just not fun when you have a thing like this, okay? And now you'll do this on a show, and you'll all laugh and have a good time, but it's not fun,
Well, Billy, we're all big fans of yours. Really, I'm a big fan of yours.
Good. Then you don't come in and tell still.
He's lecturing like Alan King. And you don't come with insulting questions. He's like Jerry Lewis now.
Well, I think we got what we needed.
He's 85 years old.
Well, pretty soon we'll get thrown out. Really found everybody to throw me out.
Wow. That's great.
You knew you were over that at that moment.
Was it. Done.
Boy, if this movie bombs, then we're really going to make fun of him. Now you're going to take us back to Howard because Howard makes fun of me.
But, what have you been saying?
Have you dumped on Billy? Yeah, well, you did dump on. I mean, Mr. Saturday Night was not funny.
I was the only guy who dumped on Mr. Saturday Night.
Most people dumped on it by just not going to see it, I suppose.
I just said it was the most. I said Hitler couldn't have done a better job. I got to hear that one again if you don't mind. That was a good one. I like being yelled at through John.
Oh, I didn't tell you. He grabs the mic.
Yeah.
He grabs the mic as he curses and stuff, and then he grabs my questions and walks away with them.
He took the questions?
Yeah, he took the questions.
Wait till he reads the other one.
Oh, man, he
you have a
got
list?
the questions?
Yeah, I have. I have it in one.
Yeah, here's the rest of them.
Wait a minute, I don't understand. Did he put his hand over the mic?
No, he pulled it so when he was doing his rant, I wouldn't pull it away from him.
Oh, we wouldn't pull it away.
No, I wouldn't pull it away at all. But and then he grabbed the question and then told everyone to throw me out.
Let's see. The next question was. Well, the next one was all right. Why can't Martin Short get arrested? O.J. guilty or innocent? How do you answer the rumors that you wear a hairpiece? I don't know. There was a bunch of them.
So he's sitting at home reading these.
Yeah, maybe he wants to call in with his other answers.
He's now ready for the answer.
Hi, Billy. Please, question, please.
Yeah, sure.
How are you?
Good.
Big fan.
Who are you?
Paul. How's it going?
From where?
From XRK. Are you glad that you?
Did he recognized you? Didn't he?
But I don't think so. But I didn't want to say.
Wait, that's such a stupid question. Who are you?
He didn't ask any of the other reporters that.
Well, see, got him feeling he wasn't doing any more interviews, so I went to around the corner and got him when he was just hanging out.
Who are you? Lee Harvey Oswald.
It's okay. Are you glad that you're the only guy who can handle the Oscars?
I'm not the only guy who can handle the Oscars.
Well, David didn't do as good job as you did.
David did great. I love what David did on the show. He was terrific.
Okay, will there be a Mr. Saturday Night too?
This is the one that
Yes, there will.
That's the one that pissed him off, not the wife question.
That's when his face changes.
He's angry and just building up steam as John goes on to the next question.
The movie made $12.
Yeah, but that's not a real
and when you go to see that movie, it's like, directed by Mr. William Crystal. Written by Mr. William Crystal and Babalu Mandel.
Produced
by Mr. William Crystal. Dr. William Crystal.
It's good I didn't ask the other way that you'd wanted me to ask it. What was I? Do you think it would have closed on Saturday? What was it?
No, it was. Isn't it ironic that Mr. Saturday Night closed Saturday afternoon?
You wanted to be nicer about it.
Yeah, I was trying to be kind. I was going to say, hey, will there be a Saturday Night too?
Okay, will there be a Mr. Saturday Night too?
Yes, there will.
Oh, yeah? Okay, how many years were you married before you cheated on your wife?
So you can take this to Howard, right? And you can shove this right up Howard's stupid ass, okay?
You don't like Howard anymore, Bill?
No, because Howard dumps on me all the time, and, it's just not fun when you have a thing like this, okay?
When is it fun?
Now you'll do this on a show, and you'll all laugh and have a good time, but it's not fun.
It is funny. It's not fun, but it is funny.
It's funny.
Comedy has rules.
Yeah.
You know what? He's just like one of those newscasters who gets a call in the midst of a tragedy.
He's lecturing.
This is not the time.
This is not the time. I mean, come on, it's a movie premiere. This is the time. You know how they always say we're not supposed to do that during, during an explosion or something? This is the time. It's a movie opener.
When is the time to insult him?
When it's not funny to him.
Yeah. When it's not funny to Billy Crystal, you know it's funny.
You know? Well, Billy, well, we're all big fans of yours.
Yeah, right.
No, really, I'm a big fan of yours.
Good. Then you don't come and insult still.
What happened to him?
Well, I think we got what we need.
Forget Paris must be some comedy. Yeah, a lot of self-effacing humor.
Forget comedy.
Yeah.
Forget show business.
Forget
Well, you know, Deborah Wing is the love interest in there, you know.
No, yeah? Wouldn't you pick a better love interest? You get to make out with any... Wait till you see, I'm going to get me a good love interest in my movie.
Well, Deborah Winger's funny.
Yeah, but she's... I mean,
yeah, she makes a lot of people laugh.
It's like 55 now. Did you get all that?
Did you get all that?
Well, pretty soon we'll still get thrown out.
So here's Alec Baldwin, who's a friend of the show.
Oh, so you got another person.
Yeah, now Alec Baldwin, who's known for serious roles, actually has a sense of humor.
Yeah,
and he didn't want to talk to anybody, but because I was chasing him and said, hey, it's for Howard, and then he stopped.
Oh, okay.
I had to, but... Alec, can I ask you a question from XRK? We got to run, I'm sorry. Really, Alec? Howard Stern, man. Howard Stern, huh? Me.
Oh, my God. How are you doing?
Good. How you doing?
All right, man. How you
the movie, right?
It was excellent. It was really good. It was really good. Funny.
He's got to say that.
I love Billy's
What is he
movie.
going to say?
Let me ask you a couple questions Howard wants to know, right? Genital-wise, who's the biggest Baldwin?
My brother Daniel.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Very
How big is that?
Well, let's not go into details. Just yes or no questions.
How do you answer charges that you and Kim Bassett are difficult to work with?
It's bull.
All right.
Let's make them short answers. Here we go. Come on.
Okay. Do you ever play Batongo with Kim?
Constantly. Yeah. Yeah, we're in the same town. Next.
Can I smell your fingers? We'll see. Take care, Alec. I'll see you.
What do you say? Take it easy? Can I smell your fingers?
You know she's pregnant.
Yeah. It's my baby. It's the Jackie Puppet's baby. Jackie Puppet? Yeah. He's got his penis, his rubber penis sticking out of his face. Right, Jackie Puppet?
It looks like it's broken.
Yeah, Kim, you got Kim Bassett pregnant, didn't you?
Yeah, we did.
It looks like it's broken.
Yeah, Kim, you got Kim Bassett pregnant, didn't you?
Yeah, we did. What's that? Love gun. She's got big lips everywhere.
Oh.
I lost my stoner.
All right, very good. Someone attached the big rubber penis to.
Where'd that come from?
Actually, it's a little baby penis.
It's perfect for it.
Look at it.
It looks like a big finger.
I know.
Keep looking.
You can't take your eyes off it.
You were all in my pocket.
What?
You were in my pocket.
He's going to hypnotize you.
You can do it. Tell the truth. Write another book and tell the truth.
The Jackie Puppet is waving what's in his pants in front of Robin and hypnotizing him. All right, very good. Stuttering John, once again, you made a lot. You really are a big Billy Crystal fan. I know that you're upset.
Well, I like.
So what? What's he going to do for you?
I love City Slickers and When Harry Met Sally. I mean,
did you like City Slickers too?
I didn't see it.
Did you like Mr. Saturday Night?
I didn't see that either.
All right, so there you go. You're not such a big fan. Big fan likes those movies.
Yeah, big fan who goes to see everything.
Yeah.
Really does.
Not funny.
John, you're not
me.
funny. That's like when Fred Gwynn yelled at you. You're not funny. Herman Munster yelled at John.
Pretend I didn't hear that, John.
That was good bad.
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that, John. I didn't say that.
Billy Crystal, mirth maker. Okay. Did we really goof on him that much?
Well, you know what? I imagine that there must be a lot of pressure coming off of City Slickers too, and Mr. Saturday Night to have this be funny.
Yeah.
And that's probably what was going through his mind at that time, that he didn't need this.
Fair enough.
Silliness as he was going into this film.
Well, he's a very important figure in show business, and
you know.
There's a lot riding on that
Right.
house.
His career is very important. Much more important than mine.
But because we pissed him off, we missed, Regis. And I really want to get the first question to Regis.
Oh, what is the first question to Regis that you had?
Oh,
I forget.
It's the best one. It's, if Kevin Lee sucks, say what?
Oh, yeah. That's the question.
What? Do it again. I didn't
If
get
Kathy
it.
Lee sucks, say what?
Yeah. If Kathy Lee sucks, say what? If Kathy Lee sucks, say what?
Oh, I see what you're saying. You ran that by me so fast I didn't get it.
You were supposed to say what?
Yeah, he'll say what, and then you go, oh, she does.
If Kathy Lee sucks, say what? And then he was going to go, what?
What?
and then he was with his wife, and question number 3 was, do you still beat your wife? That would have been real tough.
Yeah.
So you didn't get him because
no, because Billy got all the security guards to throw me out.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he went and get this guy out here.
Oh, really?
Really?
Oh, what a dick.
Yeah,
he is a dick.
Yeah.
He's such a wimp. I know his brother. His brother's a nice guy. Rip. He became Rip when he went out to Hollywood. Rip.
Rip Crystal.
The guy's name's Rick, but he became Rip. Rip Crystal. We hear from him once in a while.
We haven't heard from him in a long time.
Yeah. Rip Crystal. The Ripster. The Rip Master General.
And he looks just like Billy.
Yeah. He's better looking than Billy.
Is he a movie star too? Or?
Yeah, sure. They're all movie stars. all the Crystals. But, I even think it's funny the name he chose for himself, Crystal. I mean, or his father chose.
Oh, yeah, who
What's
changed
his real
that
name?
No, I'm just saying it's obviously not Crystal. They're Jews.
It was Abramowitz.
Yeah, how many Jews do you know are Crystal? You know what I mean?
Abramowitz.
Yeah. You should say, will there be a Mr. Friday night?
Thursday afternoon.
Mr. Thursday afternoon.
Oh, I get it. You're going to take the tape and give it to Howard and play it and laugh and...
Yeah, I'm going to laugh, but this is not funny.
Meanwhile, it was funny.
But his predictions were very good.
Yeah.
He should go into psychic reading.
I bet you that tape's a lot funnier than the movie.
Oh, yeah. You're all going to laugh about it tomorrow.
Yeah.
He should be on the psychic network. He knew exactly what was going to happen.
And you're all going to make fun of me.
Saw the future.
Saw the future. He must have consulted the 8-ball. So, he had you thrown out.
Yeah.
Oh, what a dick.
It's a shame because other people came in.
Did Alan King come in? I wanted Stuttering John to ask Alan King, who are you and what did you used to do? I wanted to watch Alan King go.
That would have been deadly.
That would have killed him.
Yeah.
Boy, let me give you a lecture. I was on Ed Sullivan 94 times.
Because you can see him walking in, he's got his cigar, and he's got that big smile on.
All excited to be somewhere.
Hopefully we'll see him soon.
Oh, they threw you out. Oh, dude.
Ruined our night.
Yeah,
well, he taught you a lesson. That's all right. That was worth it, just what you got that
But
tape.
see, this is what people in show business do. If you're not going to be nice,
Billy Crystal.
so you can't even ask a real question if you want to.
Billy Crystal.
They'll throw you out.
He's now become an authority on show business. He lectures fire hydrants. Him and Alan King go around lecturing fire hydrants. Let me tell you about the business, son. Oh, it's a fire hydrant.
Here's how you craft a joke. People don't have the craft anymore.
Hey, you're going to do a setup like that, ba-ding, ba-doom. Whatever they do.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah. You're going to do a setup like that, that's risky business. Cooks.
Ba-dum-bum.
I hate this. I hate comedians. I hate people who think they're funny and they're not.
But you wouldn't think a comedian would be able to take a joke.
Oh, no, they're the worst. They're the worst. Ask Louis Anderson.
Or Jerry Seinfeld.
Right. Jerry Seinfeld, you talk about the 18-year-old girlfriend. He cuts you off. He doesn't even want to talk to us. It's not funny.
Everything was funny till then.
I think a lot of things you do are funny, but you're going to make fun of a guy dating a 17-year-old. I don't see the humor in that. I mean, what's the big deal?
Shoshana is not an age.
Yeah.
She is a person.
I mean, I think it's relentless. I mean, okay, if you said it once, all right, but to say it 20 times, that's not funny.
And she's not 17 anymore.
Right. Everything else is funny. I mean, when I used to sit and watch tapes of comedians with Jay Leno and goof on them relentlessly, that was funny. But when you make fun of me, I don't see the humor in it. I don't just get it. I don't know. I don't have to buy into it.
It's
okay.
enough already.
Great. Yeah, you're really on
There's
target.
nothing to observe there.
Right. I'm into observational humor as much as the next man, but what are you observing? I'm dating a 17-year-old. So what? What can you observe from that? What do I talk about being on an airplane when they serve you that little bag of peanuts and there's only 6 peanuts? Who can eat 6 peanuts? Now that's funny. Eating 6 peanuts is funny. 17-year-olds are not funny. There's nothing funny about it.
A 20-year-old with a 17-year-old is not funny.
I don't see any humor in that. I'm a celebrity who dates young girls. What is so funny? I don't get it.
The funniest thing I've read about them lately in the tabloids is that Shoshana wants to have breast reduction as Jerry is begging her not to.
Yeah. Well, what is it?
I don't know if you want to talk to him, but Richard Lewis is calling from his film set out in California.
What film is that?
I don't know, something he's doing with Jack Lemmon and Christine Lottie, but I just told him about Billy Crystal. And
what did he say?
He thought it was real funny.
Does he want to hear it?
Maybe, yeah.
Want to hear Billy Crystal?
I'm not Billy Crystal.
What?
Howard.
Hi, is this Billy Crystal?
Oh, Howard, come on, it's too early for me to laugh.
Hey, Richard.
Howard, you know,
you're
being such an asswipe again, seriously.
Well, now you mean off the air it's funny.
Robin, I really love your book. It's very hard to film a comedy. Your book is fantastic.
Thank you.
Well, thank you.
No, I'm talking to Robin, Howard.
Yeah, well, maybe I wrote it for her.
Yeah. Your book next to her book is like Alf wrote it. Now, you know, Howard, last time I was in there, I had just finished a movie with Diane Weiss, doing one with Jack, and I was starting my Magical Misery tour in Chicago in July, and Griff told me yesterday that Howard was calling me a piece of crap again.
No, I wasn't.
Doing anything.
You're wrong.
No, we were
it hurts
saying how
my
funny
feelings
you
because
are.
we're all friends.
We said you're funny.
I mean, why don't you just call me up and tease me personally?
We just said that you fell on some hard luck, that's all.
No, we said that the
come
Jackie
on,
puppet
I'm really,
was...
you guys. I'm not being defensive, but this is my second movie in the last 3 months, and I have a Magical Misery tour I'm starting in Chicago.
Are any of these
At
movies
least give
ever
me
gonna
some
be
credit
released?
at least give me some credit.
All right,
I've been
listen.
breaking my ass on your show for 12 years.
No, I wasn't breaking your ass. I just said, hey, you know, things haven't... I just said that...
What did you used to be? What it was.
What are you saying? Jackie Puppet wants to talk.
Who did you used to be? Who?
You know, I am defensive. You know, Howard, you're better than my show. I'm working with 29 Oscar winners, and I still feel like a piece of crap when you mock me.
Jackie Puppet says you're not doing so good.
When will Men in Tights 2 come out?
Oh.
Men in Tights 2. Is this thing on?
I'm laughing so hard my colon fell out.
Will you be naming any tours after any more Beatle albums?
What did he say?
Will you be naming any more tours after any Beatle albums?
The Magical Misery Tour. Will you be doing Sergeant Pecker's?
Seriously. Now listen, Howard.
All right, listen, Richard. Congratulations on your new
I'm a
film.
very insecure person.
No,
even
listen.
though I know you tease me.
No.
All right, they laughed at you.
You have
Tell the puppet to shove it for a second. Seriously.
you have a good career going, I'm sure. And
you know what we said the other day?
The movies are coming out this year. What can I tell you?
Right. Listen, not every movie can be a winner.
We talked to Belzer.
Howard, just listen to what you just said.
I know what it was.
Richard, stop for a minute.
What?
Come on, Howard.
What?
I'm gonna have Howard.
What? No, listen, your last...
I'm making the movies. They come out in 9 months. Movies don't come out. It's not like taking a picture with one of those stupid cameras and then...
No, you haven't had a hit movie yet. That's your problem.
Richard, this is very sincere piece of advice. Very
You're
sincere.
absolutely right.
Very sincere. This is a piece of advice. The last thing that happens before the end, you start talking to Grips.
I just said that you were pissed that Belzer's still in show business and you're not.
Okay.
And that he parlayed that acting thing into...
Now, can I say something about you? You have...
Finish the movie fast. Finish the movie fast. Jack Lemmon looks sick.
Oh, shut up already.
Jack Lemmon don't look so good.
You have a sense of humor about yourself. Billy Crystal doesn't.
I can take it, but I can't. I can dish it out, but I can't take it.
No, you do fine. You do fine.
Why, other comedians can.
What do you want to say about Billy Crystal?
No, I'm saying that...
What happened with Billy?
Want to hear it?
Yeah, we left it.
All right, hold on. Hold on, I got to rewind it. Take a second.
You think you can't take it?
Yeah.
No, but I admit I'm a real pussy.
No, you take it pretty well. When I'm goofing on you, the fact that your TV series went away, and that you wanted to get out of stand-up comedy, and he doesn't listen to a word you say.
I know.
Doesn't listen to a word you say.
Robin, your book is very moving.
Well, thank you.
I'm on page 5, but I'm sure it really
Yeah, I'm sure it
If you would have tried wearing black like Belzer. Wear black like Belzer.
Yeah, Jack Lemmon. Same girlfriend logo. Thanks for asking, Howard.
All right, here we go. Here's one last time.
Really, seriously, the book is unbelievable.
I don't know why I bothered playing this for you.
Here, listen to this, Richard.
Don't play it for me. You don't like I care. I have to get up in an hour to start shooting a
Did
movie.
he say the F word?
No, like I care.
Oh, like I care. Okay.
I do care. I want to hear this.
Like.
Alec, I have questions every...
That's Alec. Hold on.
Wait a minute.
I got to rewind some more.
I just can't imagine someone, Billy Zill getting upset with you.
Oh, yeah, it's ridiculous. In fact, you have a good sense of humor about your career. I mean, he doesn't have a sense of humor. Listen.
Well, I don't either, really.
No, you do.
Hi, Billy. Repeat your question, please.
I'll see you in a little while.
How are you?
Good.
Big fan.
Who are you?
Paul. How's it going?
From where?
From XRK. Are you glad that you're the only guy who can handle the Oscars?
I'm not the only guy who can handle the Oscars.
Well, David didn't do as good job as you did.
David did great. I love what David did on the show. He was terrific.
Okay, will there be a Mr. Saturday Night, too?
Yes, there will.
Oh, yeah? Mm-hmm. Okay, how many years were you married before you cheated on your wife?
So you can take this to Howard, right? And you can shove this right up Howard's stupid ass, okay?
Well, you don't like Howard anymore, Bill?
No, because Howard dumps on me all the time, and, it's just not fun when you have a thing like this, okay? And now you'll do this on a show, and you'll all laugh and have a good time, but it's not fun,
Well, Billy, we're all big fans of yours.
Yeah, right.
No, really, I'm a big fan of yours.
Good. Then you don't come in and sell still.
This is not the time and the place. His movie opening is not the time and the place.
Well, I'll tell you.
Ask some ridiculous questions.
Yeah, when is the time and the place? No one has ever clarified that for me.
The time and the place thing?
Yeah. Could you help me with that?
I'll tell you, I thought the time and the place qualification was pretty hip.
Yeah, me too.
I'll tell you, Howard, I think you caught him in a bad moment. I don't think he gives a crap, quite frankly. I do, but I am a wuss when it comes to hearing things. I'm in the middle of God's country out here in Warner country. People are like shouting from the tops of grapes saying that you're teasing me, and I get defensive. I talk to my shrink about it, literally.
All right, listen. All right.
I know. Go do the news.
Yeah, call me when the movie is ready. All right, goodbye. Richard Lewis.
When I'm hitting your eyes.
All right, man, I love you.
I don't care what you think.
You're great.
A moron.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye. I'm the moron. At least I can read a movie script.
I don't think he reads them.
No, him and Dan Aykroyd. They read them when they get to the set. Yeah. All right, let's take a break. The great Richard Lewis calling in, who does have a sense of humor, and Billy Crystal does not. That's all.
I know that Billy can come back. He can come back from this. He's going to laugh again.
Yeah. A couple more bombs and he'll laugh again.
If they just come on the show, everything will be, done.
There you go, copacetic. All right, very good. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back right after these words.
We'll be back with the Howard Stern Show. Don't go away. 97.1, The Eagle.
7:55 at The Eagle. This is Brad Baxter. It's 8 o'clock at 97.1, The Eagle.
Howard Stern. Cool. Pure rock and roll day.
You sound better than ever.
Sound good. This is where Dallas Fort Worth rocks. 97.1 The Eagle. We're back with the Howard Stern Show. Here's Howard.
Just trying to eat something, What happens to me, we go for a commercial break. I was going to grab my rice cakes and tuna fish. I had the tuna fish. I forgot to bring the rice cakes. So then I had some gorilla out for the rice cakes. And he did it in record time. Got me the rice cakes.
He got you rice cakes before that commercial?
Got me the rice cakes. And just as I was about... And then I opened up the can of tuna. And then I realized I don't have a fork. So I'm digging my fingers into the tuna because I don't care. I want to eat something. I'm starving. And then Fred goes, okay, commercial is over. Time to read, live commercial. It always happens to me. Now I'm sitting here salivating over my can of cat food. Yesterday I get home and I want to eat dinner. My wife, nothing she knows I eat a salad every night for dinner. No salad.
Not one sprig of lettuce.
It was like the housekeeper, before she leaves for the weekend, makes a huge salad. So that's supposed to last us till Tuesday. But, of course, by Monday night, my wife has eaten all the salad.
When is she making the salad?
She makes it Saturday night before she leaves. So it's supposed to be good for Sunday night, Monday night, and Tuesday. No, not Tuesday, because Tuesday she comes back. So 2 nights. Supposed to. But my wife eats up all the salad and then leaves me. She goes for my dinner. She leaves me like 3 pieces of lettuce and some rancid tomato. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, Allison, she goes, oh, you're going to eat the salad? I was going to have that for dinner. I go, this is not even enough for me. Why can't you make a salad? Can't you cut up some lettuce?
Howard.
I was busy.
You don't even have to make a salad anymore. You can go to the supermarket and buy a salad. It's already made.
I know.
And it's just covered
Well,
in
don't
plastic.
worry. She went out and got herself a nice big salad. And I ate some crap that I chopped up. I tell you, I eat like a dog. My wife could care less.
How did this happen to you?
And the kids eat
How
pizza.
did she get to the point where she didn't care what goes inside her house?
Yeah, but I don't even like what she's feeding the kids. Pizza, and I don't know what she's doing. She better get it together. I'm going to call
You haven't been watching. Huh?
I'm going to call child welfare on her. Get the kids taken away from her.
But then they can't give them to you because
No.
you're incapable of being.
Oh, I can't take them. Well, give them to one of those families. Give them to your parents.
Very good.
Yeah.
They always love children.
Yeah, your dad really loves kids. Can't do worse.
Especially girls.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of girls, there was a woman who called up about 2 weeks ago, I think. Called Gary back in the office and said, I just got breast implants, and I look like Terry Hatcher.
I have to show them to someone.
And I have to show them to somebody, because when women get breast implants, they got to show them to someone. She was formerly an A cup, now a C cup, and I hear she's really good looking.
Now, what does she do that she needed breast implants?
She's actually some sort of model. But she's not really. Like, her parents got her the breast implants.
Well, was this the girl? Was this the girl? No, this wasn't the girl.
No, that's a
She was considering being a model because
No.
some guy had come up to her and said, if you give me money.
No.
I'll get into modeling.
We're waiting to meet that one. The one who was paying to be a model?
Yes.
No. But anyway, you know this girl must be good looking because half the E crew was out there advising her in her appearance. And,
Oh, really?
Yeah, and like what she had to do. Like, I don't understand how those guys justify.
Okay, I walked into the room at one point, and Ganji's there with the camera.
Right.
Although he's already been there for 20 minutes and
Right.
after everything.
He's there
that
way
has.
too long.
But he's still there.
And
Then
he's still got the camera on. He's just wasting
No, he doesn't even have it on anymore. It's just in his hand.
Yeah, he's rapping to her.
He's rapping to her.
Ralph came in and already had a major conversation with her that she supposedly said that Ralph looks a lot better in person than on TV.
Oh, so he had to stay.
So he's pretty sure he can get her.
Ralph's excuse was the makeup. Then I saw Doug from the E! Show, and I'm not even sure what he does. He usually wouldn't even be here, except John did interviews last night, and he had to bring him in.
Yeah.
He was in there. He's sitting on the couch with one foot up.
Jeff Schick was stripped down to his underwear, and he doesn't even work here. No, of course he wasn't. He's a married man.
Of course, Gorilla's in there. He could turn that release into an hour-long thing.
Yeah, right.
She's a good-looking girl.
Yeah, everyone's in there. Read it again. All right, so let's bring her in. What is her name?
Lisa.
Lisa. All right. I'm always up for seeing new breast implants. I say if you don't have it, put it in. If you don't have that breast, what good is life?
Why haven't they figured out a way to enlarge the penis?
It's funny. They're sort of on the verge of that, but I don't know. It's a little trickier. Hi, let me take a good look at you. Oh, not bad. And wow. Let's see. Let me get a good look. They stand for a while. Let me take a look since you're a model. Nice belly. What is that? A belly shirt?
Belly shirt.
I dig that. When girls just have a short shirt on, you can see their stomachs.
She has a little vest on. That's not
Man.
covering much.
Want to go to a hotel with me after the show? Get to know each other and talk about your career?
Okay.
Wow, nice chest.
She's not used to them yet. She doesn't know how to stand or anything.
They are way up.
They are beautiful. I mean, I haven't seen them with your shirt off yet, but they're nice.
You can tell that she hasn't had those long.
Yeah.
they're pretty fresh.
She has a Polaroid camera with her, so she said to me, could I take a picture with you? So I said, yeah. And she hugged me like two giant rocks.
Wow.
I mean, you could just feel them.
What'd you get, saline?
Yeah, you have to get
You have to get saline. They don't have
they
the
don't
other
give
kind.
you the silicone anymore.
And how much did you pay for those?
a little over $4,000.
Yeah, so they're probably real good.
Yeah,
I think the
I had
top
a good surgeon.
top shelf breasts are like $6,000. Where'd you get it done, Manhattan?
Syracuse.
Oh.
Oh, well, that's top shelf breast.
Wow.
Syracuse.
He's very good.
I would come to Manhattan. If I was going to get something as major as breast implants, I would get them. I would pay whatever it took.
What are you saying, that there are no good plastic surgeons outside of New York?
Well, I'll take a good look at this work and see if it meets up to my high standard. Do they leak yet?
No.
All right. There
Well,
you
why
go.
are they so hard? Is that swelling
Well, they're
from...
They were.
Yeah.
Are you happier now?
Yeah.
You
I
love the way you look now?
I love them.
Yeah, I love them too, and I haven't even seen them yet. All I see is your cleavage. Super. And what
you
do you?
didn't have cleavage before, did you?
So you went to your
No.
parents. You went to your.
Super wonderful.
You went to your parents, and you said, "Look, I'm really unhappy about my chest because I want to be a model."
Basically, because I do. I've been a Molson girl locally, and I'm trying to do all this stuff. And
And what do you do as a Molson girl?
You stand around and coerce people and drinking beer, basically.
Oh, really? Oh, you mean like you're not on the magazine ad? You just stand around and you're a Molson
Yeah,
girl.
I'm working on it, though.
Right, and
This
then
will help.
and you and in Syracuse, You must have like tons of guys coming on to you and stuff, right? Do you have a boyfriend and all that?
Yeah, I have a boyfriend.
Yeah, right.
He looks
he
like
must
you.
be
I got a
happy.
picture of him.
Let me see. Let me see. Let me see who gets you.
He must be a happy man.
Yeah, and what does he do that he gets you? What is he, rich or something?
He's a dental technician.
Yeah, really? That's it, huh?
Technician.
I thought he'd be a dentist.
Okay, this is our. We went to a 70s party. This is the only picture I have. It's kind of queer, but.
Let me see. Oh, I'm better looking than him. That's for
Let
sure.
me see who she thinks looks like you.
Oh my! Is that his real hair?
Yeah.
Let me see.
If I look as stupid as this, man, here, take a look at this. He looks like a big, hefty guy.
We kind of foofed it out.
Yeah. You're a little too good looking to be with him.
Oh.
What, you got an inheritance or something?
No.
Put it up to the window, Billy. Let
He's
me
got a
see.
big weenie.
Oh, boy. Jeez.
What's he got, a lot of coke or something?
No.
No? All right.
No.
Dental coke.
Wow. What does he clean your teeth free? Is that it? I mean, what's the attraction?
Yeah, he gets her appointments anytime she wants.
Yeah, hey, yeah, I can get you an appointment for your teeth cleaning.
He's cute and
really?
sweet.
Okay, so you're up in Syracuse, you live there, and you're trying to break into modeling, and you'd like to be in Playboy. Man, you look really nice. I
had
dig
an interview with him a couple of weeks ago.
With Playboy?
Yeah.
And what happened? Did they make you pose?
He said he'd call me.
He did.
Took some Polaroids.
And the guy works for Playboy, or he's just some photographer that you know?
He's one of the staff photographers. We looked him up in the book and everything, so his name is in the credits.
How much did he charge you to take the pictures?
Nothing.
Really?
Yeah, I heard you say it about that other girl. That's a bunch.
Did he touch you?
No.
What?
It was really funny. I was talking to her about Playboy, and I asked her if her parents knew. And she said, yeah, they're real supportive, but if her father knew she was here, he'd be really mad.
Yeah,
You're
we're worse.
kidding.
We're worse than Playboy.
You can go into Playboy and take over everything, and your father doesn't want you to talk to us?
So you said, why doesn't he want you to talk to us?
Well, he doesn't know. I mean, I never talked to him about it. I don't
Right.
really know, but.
So what happened if he knew that the breast implants would end up on this show?
And he would never have sprung for half of it.
So your dad and your mom, you went to him, you said, look, I'm really unhappy and I want breast implants.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, okay, we'll pay for half if you come up with the other half of the money.
Correct.
So you came up with the $2,000
Yep.
from working,
Mm-hmm.
and they handed over the $2,000.
Yeah.
And your dad, did he get to see the work after he paid for it?
No.
Right. Did your
No.
boyfriend chip in at all?
No.
No?
No. That's all right.
Because I bet you look good, good and hot, flat-chested.
In that picture, she didn't have him yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right. Let me see.
Yeah.
Let me see that picture again. All right. Man, because when you lean over...
Jackie noticed that. I didn't.
No, I wasn't looking for
When
it.
she leans over now, her chest is huge.
I love them.
And what happened when you woke up out of the surgery? Were you like, oh, I love these?
Well, I woke up halfway through,
Yeah.
and they were
good place.
And they were working. Well, you can't really feel anything, but I did wake up halfway through, and
Right.
they were working on the left side, and I was like, "What are you doing?"
Right.
And he told me, he described in medical terms what he was doing.
Were they going through your armpit or something?
No, underneath.
Underneath the breast? So is there a scar?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit?
They're only a month old, so.
Right, they're new.
Yeah.
He said the scar will fade.
They're babies, Howard. They're only a month old.
All right, I'm anxious to see him. I mean, I don't know how...
Can I come over there?
Yeah, sure, yeah, I don't care. I just want to see him. I don't care where you show him to
Where
us.
you whip them out.
Should I take these with me?
Well, take your headphones off and hand them to
you'll
me.
Pass them over.
Pass them over to me. We have a whole thing
Procedure we have to go through here.
Right. Yeah, you can model for me. Don't be scared. Hey, want to go to a hotel later? Will you tell my wife? You won't? You really won't?
Oh, she cheats on her boyfriend?
You cheat on your boyfriend?
No.
Good girl.
But I would with you.
You would?
You're pretty handsome, Howard.
Really?
Yeah.
But you told Ralph that, so.
Well, I mean,
Right.
You think Ralph's cute?
Ralph's not bad. I mean, I thought he was going to be like some big scary guy, but
Right.
he
No,
could
that's your
be a lot
boyfriend.
scarier.
Right, now, okay.
Can I sit on your lap?
Yeah, sure, but I hope I get a good look.
Which way should I sit? Right here?
I don't care where
Can I
you
sit
sit.
on that lap?
Yeah, I
Well,
don't
why
care.
don't you position her so you get the best view? What are you saying you don't care for?
Wait a second.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to miss anything. How much you weigh?
How much do I feel like I weigh?
How tall are you?
5'4".
5'4". You weigh about 100 pounds.
Oh, aren't you sweet?
110?
110.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're solid. I mean, there's no flab
Feel
on
my
here.
muscle.
Ooh, you passed a little wind there.
That wasn't me.
That wasn't
you
you?
know, everything's very tight in there now. She has
Let me
her
feel.
breast.
Yeah, everything's tight. Make that muscle again. Very nice. Very nice.
Not bad.
Not bad at
Not
all.
bad.
She said
Let's
she
see.
looked like Terry Hatcher. Does she look like Terry Hatcher?
She looks closer to Terry Hatcher than anybody else who's claimed to look like Terry Hatcher. Let's put it that way.
But you're not going to mistake her for Terry Hatcher.
No. Now, before you were afraid to take your top off for guys. You never would have come in here and taken your top off.
No, never.
Because you were embarrassed by your chest. You didn't feel complete as a woman.
Yeah.
And now you do.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is an excellent advertisement.
How many people has she shown them to?
Yeah.
You.
And
my boyfriend. I mean, I haven't actually shown, like, I've worn clothes that you
Where
can
that show them
see.
off.
Yeah.
Right.
But you haven't shown all your girlfriends?
Oh, I've shown my girlfriends. I've shown all my girlfriends.
Yeah.
And I have, like, 4 girls going to my surgeon now that want to
Is that
get
right?
done.
So you're alone in town? You're not here with your boyfriend?
No.
Super. Well, maybe I could show you around today.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Maybe we could get into something.
Okay.
Hey, wouldn't that be great? If I didn't have a conscience, I swear I'd come over. You know, we'd hang out a little.
Okay.
Make out, see if it goes good, and then if that appealed to you, then we could go a little further.
Okay. And you know, I eat a lot like you do, too.
What do you
I
mean?
eat rice cakes all the time.
Yeah, I got
and
rice cakes right here.
That's all I ever eat.
You want me
People
to feed you rice cake?
No, that's okay.
Okay. All right, so...
I'm not hungry. I'm a little too nervous to eat.
Then I go over to the hotel. Maybe we take a bath together or something. Get into some rub down with some oil.
You know, I brought lotion for you.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Really? Well, what are we getting into?
Oh, I can put it on you, or you can put it on me.
Super.
Whichever way.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, you're a fun girl, Lisa. Hey, ever since she got the breast implant, she's a lot of fun.
She loosened up.
Yeah. Hey, I bet your dad's real glad he chipped in. You're really on fire now. Wait here, get a little more comfortable.
Okay. Oh, this is so much.
You're wearing too much clothes. That's your only problem.
You know, I think you're right.
Yeah. All right, so let me see your
Now, did
chest.
she say this was fun?
What is fun?
Sitting there getting ready to disrobe for you.
It is fun. We're having a good time, right? What'd you
Yeah.
say? All right, you going to show me?
Yeah,
Let me
sure.
see.
Well, I don't want to take them completely off because...
Why? Because Jackie will see?
like, but my scars underneath.
Let me see everything.
Oh,
It's
he's
all right.
got to see everything, all the work, so he
Wow.
can tell you if you had a good job.
Wow, they really stuffed those in there, didn't
I
they?
know they
Man,
did.
look at that. Boy, things are tight in there.
I
Wow.
thought so.
They're nice.
Thank you.
I don't see any scar.
Because it's underneath. I'm hiding it.
Oh, you are? Let's see. Let's see how bad it is. Oh, that's nothing.
How big is it? About an inch?
A little more than an inch. I'm surprised they went in that way. Guys in New York go in under your armpit.
I didn't want it there.
Why?
Because I just didn't want it there. I was afraid to have it
They
there.
look good, though.
Thank you.
They're a little tight right now, but those will loosen up once they stretch. You must have been really flat.
Oh, yeah.
Does it hurt or itch? Because
No, you know what they did?
Yeah?
They did.
What, they itched?
Yeah.
Let
I
me
was like
scratch it.
weird. But feel right here.
Okay.
Feel right there. You can feel
Oh, yeah, you
underneath.
can feel it.
It's weird.
So when is that going to go away?
Yeah. That'll go away eventually.
It is super.
Hey, Howard.
What?
She said that if you were nice to her with a little prodding, she might go totally naked.
Really?
She also brought her Polaroid and said she might want to do a photo session with you.
Oh, I'll do that.
Okay.
Super.
Okay.
Wait a second. Let me get this straight. You want to get naked right now and I'll take pictures and we'll do a photo session?
Well, we could...
Come on, baby. You know you want... Wait a second, Robin. I got something going on here.
Oh,
Wait a second,
boy.
baby. You know what it is? You just need to loosen up a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, that's all. Let me rub your back a little.
Okay.
You know that feels good.
Yeah, you're right.
You
You know-
certainly shouldn't say something like that out in the hall to Gary if you don't want to.
You know what I'm thinking? And you know, you stop me if I'm, incorrect. I'm thinking we get you naked. I do a little photo shoot with you. And we send it over to the folks at Playboy.
You think so?
You
Now,
know,
when the
Think
guy
they'd go
took the
for
pictures
it?
before,
Yeah.
did she have the breast implants?
yeah.
But I wasn't nude for him. I mean, I didn't.
Why not?
Well, I didn't.
What'd you do? Just go topless?
No, I had clothes on and everything. He just took some Polaroids.
No, you're not going to get into Playboy doing that.
Well, I did. I gave him some bikini shots that I had done. And
Well, you know what? Maybe you get topless and into your panties, and then I'll take some pictures. And then I know how to pose you, and then I'll pass them over to Playboy, right? Hey, didn't I help that other girl?
did she
Nina?
get in?
Yeah,
What
I think
did
she
Nina
did.
get into?
Yeah, Nina got in.
She did?
Well, she got into... I think they got her in Hustler or something. Well, I mean, hey, she didn't cut it. You know what I'm saying? You do.
You think
You're
so?
girl next door type material.
Yeah.
She was a little too hardened, I think.
Yeah. A friend of mine works for high society. He's always like, "Come on down."
Yeah, no. You don't want to be
No,
one of those.
I don't want to do that.
I would take some classy pictures of you. I would do artistic pictures of you.
I'm not bending over.
Well, you'll bend over tastefully.
You've seen his art.
Yeah, come on, baby. You know you want to. You know you do. Come on. You know I could take some good pictures. You should have seen the ones that... Hey, Robin, seriously, didn't I take good pictures of that other girl?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
But other people who saw them, I remember them saying, you knew what you were doing, that
Yeah.
they were good shots.
Yeah, I mean, I have a real eye for this kind of thing. I used to look at a lot of magazines, not anymore.
Uh-huh.
Come on, don't be a bitch. Come on, you know you want to. You know we'll have some fun. Do you need me to relax you first?
Maybe.
Oh, come on. You
Should
know
I
that.
get my lotion?
Yeah, once you get your lotion, I'll relax you, and I'll talk about the pictures and what kind of pictures we want to do.
All right, I'll go get my stuff.
Okay, go get your stuff. I'll take a commercial break,
Okay.
and then we'll do a photo shoot.
All right.
Yeah, super. And then we'll get you in Playboy.
All right. What other kind of modeling has she done besides Molson Girl?
Yeah. What other modeling have you done? Yeah.
I was a Miss Venus finalist.
Oh, you were Miss Venus.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
And I was a Miss Motorsports. I handed trophies to race car winners.
Well, you got a real loser career going for yourself. You need something to jumpstart this.
I'm trying.
Yeah. Well, you need to be naked in a
Yeah, what's
magazine.
next?
Yeah.
Ring card girl?
Yeah.
Actually, they
If
make
she's
pretty
lucky.
good money.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what do you think?
I thought you were going to take a commercial so I could be mobile.
All right. So, what you're saying is, if I relax you a little bit, maybe you'll be a little more comfortable. Get some clothes off, and then take a few photos and see what happens from there.
Okay.
Super. Ever had lesbianism?
No.
I think that's a yes. You did, didn't you? You tried it, didn't you?
No.
Tell the truth.
I'm not telling.
Come
You
on.
didn't go all the way, but what did you do?
Did a girl come on to you and you were a little drunk and
Can we
something
talk
happened?
about this later?
No, let's talk about it now.
It sounded like she did it, but she didn't tell us what.
Somebody get her a few beers. She's ready to explode. Evidently, there's a whole thing. What's the matter? You didn't tell anyone about it?
Well, I don't know.
No? What happened?
And what did you? You just let it happen to you? You didn't?
Where'd you meet that girl?
At a party.
You were at a party and you were wearing... Was this before breast implants?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Long time ago.
And you were at a party. How old were you?
About 17, 16, maybe.
Really? And what did you used to wear to parties, you little tease? Did you used to wear little short dresses
We
and stuff?
all used to wear little short
You're a
dresses.
tease, aren't you? Because you have a really good body, don't you?
No.
And did you ever think about girls before this?
No, not really.
No, you just went to the party and everybody looked good. And what happened? There was a really attractive girl there?
Do I have to talk about this
Yes,
now?
you do.
Like
Well,
right
when
now?
is a good time? You're like Billy Crystal. Like, when's a good time to talk about this? What, when you're gone? When nobody's interested?
Well,
You take off
You
this
really
vest.
wanna
This
hear
vest
this?
is really annoying
do
me.
you really want to hear this whole story?
Yeah, sure. Especially now. What happened? You're at a party. What were you wearing at the party? Forget water. Hey, take my water. Yeah, go ahead. So you were at the party.
I was at this party. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. Okay, I was at this party.
Mm-hmm. And what did you wear?
I was wearing a black mini dress.
Yeah. Were you wearing panties in that mini
Yeah.
dress? What, little tiny thong panties?
Yeah.
And a bra?
No, because it was a backless dress.
Okay. So you looked really good? High heels?
Yeah, we always.
You have good legs? It's hard to tell in your jeans.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm a little beat up right now. My cat's had a heyday on me, but thigh highs. Wear a lot of thigh highs.
Let me see your legs. Take your pants off.
Can I have to do it right now?
Well,
Can I wait till after your commercial?
why? Why do you want to wait?
Because then I can go mobile and get all my stuff while I do all this at the same time. So I don't have to keep getting up and down, up and down.
Yeah.
Don't you want to hear the story?
Yeah, go ahead. All right, so you're wearing
Okay.
a dress.
So I'm wearing a dress.
Yeah.
Do you guys really want to hear this story?
Yeah, come on.
Okay.
What else we got to do?
Okay.
All right, so you're at the party.
I'm at this party.
And you're wearing a black little silky dress.
Yeah. No, it's like puckered tight.
Oh, puckered tight. Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
That's good.
And,
You have no idea.
And you keep rubbing my hair like that, I'll have sex with you right in
I'm
the chair.
sorry. Well, it's in your face, and
All
I
right.
can see your face. So,
yeah, it's so handsome that you have to see it.
It was, long sleeve mini dress like that.
Okay, so you go to the party, and
So I
what
go
was
to the
this?
party, and we're all having fun, and
Were
we're
you drinking?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And we were sitting on. We were partying in this like a whole bunch of rooms.
Yeah.
So we're sitting on this one room had a bed thing.
Well, wait a second. Where did you meet this girl? Did you know her from school?
No, the guy I was dating, and she was girlfriends to the guy. Anyway, friend
She was
of
a friend of a friend.
Yeah.
And what was she wearing that attracted you?
She was kind of hick actually. She was wearing like jeans and like a red tank top thing.
And did you
she
say
was
to
from
yourself?
down south.
And did you say to yourself, I'm getting attracted to her?
No, not really. We were drinking Southern Comfort. We were just like
Just hanging out at the party.
sitting next to each other
On a
drinking.
bed.
Yeah.
And you were alone in the room with her?
No, there was a lot of other people around.
Guys and girls.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And,
Yes.
So we were drinking Southern Comfort, and
And what did she look like, this girl?
she was a lot taller, sort of blondish red
Big
hair.
chest.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about a C cup, D cup?
Yeah, about a C.
Yeah, go ahead.
She was really tall. And,
Right.
So,
Yeah, just make yourself comfortable on Daddy's lap. Yes, you bad
so
girl.
we had to go to the bathroom. So I'm like, will you go to the bathroom with me? She's like, okay.
Yeah.
So we go to the
you weren't
bathroom.
thinking anything sexual. You just went to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And girls always like to go to the bathroom with somebody.
Yeah.
So you walk into the bathroom, but this isn't like this is somebody's house.
Yeah.
So you're in the bathroom.
Mhm.
All right. So in other words, it wasn't like there were 12 stalls there. It was just a toilet there
Yeah.
and a sink.
Yeah.
And she's in the bathroom with you. And you really had to go.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
So we get in the bathroom.
How come you keep sliding off my leg?
I don't know.
Why don't you get comfortable, baby?
Okay, I'm
I'm trying to get to know you. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
So we're in the bathroom, and we were just like doing our makeup, I don't know, just like talking and giggling and being silly.
Nobody's going to the bathroom?
Mm-mm.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, and it turns out we were in there for like a half an hour. But anyway, she, I can't remember how it got started, but she kind of like was like doing like this.
Like grabbing your neck and rubbing your neck? She just turned to you and starts rubbing your neck like that? Yeah. And what did you say?
And planted one right on me, and I was just like...
Planted a big kiss on you?
Yeah.
And then were you like shocked?
Yeah.
And what did she say to you? You look really good or
She
something?
didn't say anything.
Right. And what, she started French kissing you?
Yeah.
Just like that all of a sudden?
Yeah.
And was the conversation sexual up until then?
No.
Not at all?
No.
And she started kissing you and rubbing your neck. And you said, hey, this doesn't feel so bad.
Well, you're drunk and you just kind of...
Go with it.
And next thing I know,
your dress came off?
Not off.
What? She was underneath your dress?
It's like around my waist.
Her hands were around your waist, underneath your dress?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So what was she like, on your hips?
Yeah, like that.
She was like that. Show me so I understand.
Like that.
Oh, yeah.
And
oh, that's
split
bad.
it up over.
Oh, my God. Really?
Yeah. You could
so like this, kind of like started rubbing your hips, and it felt good. Jesus Christ. I got to get out more. I got to have some fun, Robin. And
You never went to a party like that at 16.
And you started feeling really good?
And that's just proceeded from there.
And what, did she take your dress off?
No.
Did she pull it down? She kept it on. And what'd she do? She got down on the floor with you?
No. I was standing up.
She got down on her knees?
I was standing up, yeah.
Whoa. And how long did that go on for?
Probably only like 5 minutes because somebody was knocking on the door and we
did you like
breaked.
it? Did it feel good?
Yeah.
It did? Would you like to do that again?
No, my boyfriend would kill me.
Oh, why would he kill you?
He wouldn't like that at all.
Oh, I would like that. I would like that. I need to see that.
Nice music back there.
And then she just went to work?
Basically, yeah.
Really? And were you like go out of your mind with pleasure?
I was like in shock.
And you didn't do anything to her?
No, we didn't have time, so we knocked on the door.
And after would you have done something to her, you think?
I don't know.
And you were thinking about it?
At the time.
And you dug it. Did you lean up against the sink?
No, against the door.
Against the door. And
so when somebody knocked...
And people are knocking? Oh, Robin. Robin, come here. I'm feeling so sexy right now.
Why are you calling me? She's on your lap.
I don't know. I feel more comfortable with you. Oh, I feel so
sexy. I love Robin over there. She's so cool. She's just hanging back in her little room.
Don't pay attention to her. You'll start getting a conscience. All right, so let me get this straight. Ooh, wait a second. Are you grabbing my hand?
Take me in the bathroom with you.
There you go.
Take me in the bathroom with you.
Shut up, Jackie Puppet. All right, so hey, you feel pretty good. I'll tell you something. And the body's real tight.
Thank you.
Yeah, what a find we got down here.
Oh, I was so worried that you wouldn't like.
Boy, am I glad your parents got you breast implants. Oh, man. They did the right thing by you. Let me tell you.
Now,
you can barely keep your hands off me.
To you at some point and say they want this, Howard. What are you going to do?
I'll lock them in a closet and feed them to the cat. Wow. You really are feeling sexual toward me, aren't you?
Oh, I just can't help myself.
You're rubbing me, aren't you? You're rubbing my arms, aren't you?
You're right, I am.
You are.
This is radio. I forget you.
You like it, don't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're groovy, Howard.
I am groovy, aren't I?
Yeah.
How old are you?
24.
Super. Perfect age for me. That's the age I like.
All girls should be 24.
All girls should be 24. You like my hair, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, run your hands through my hair. Go ahead. I don't care. Go ahead. Hey, what kind of person is it?
Baby.
Oh, yeah.
Estee Lauder.
Yeah, very nice. I like that Estee Lauder. That's good for Mother's Day.
You didn't know that.
Yeah, I'll get that for my wife for Mother's Day. So, you want to pose for some pictures, or you want to get some oil, or what did you tell me?
Well, I'll go get my stuff in.
Why don't you go get all your stuff? Let me take a commercial break.
Okay.
And then you come back in here, and if you want some pictures for Playboy, I'll be happy to take them for you.
Okay.
I mean, I think I know what to do, and then I can pass them over to the folks at Playboy.
Sure. Will you
That's
really
what you want.
do that?
Yeah, of course I would.
Okay.
We definitely know people at Playboy.
Yeah, we know Bob Schmertz over there. Okay, so and he's the man. I mean, you can't get any higher than that.
You can't be in that magazine without going through Bob Schmertz.
Yeah, and Mel Tamola. We know him
Oh,
also.
yeah, who's that?
Yeah, he's Guccione's guy at Penthouse. If you want me to pass him on to him as well.
Okay.
Either Mel Tamola or Bob Schmertz will certainly take care of your pictures. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, you horny little girl. Yes. All right, let's take a break, Robin. When we come back, all the audience will be excited to hear a photo shoot for Playboy.
This will be Lisa's entree into the field of, fashion modeling. We'll do some shots with bra and panties. Maybe we'll get loose. We'll take the bra off. We'll get into some photography. Okay. And I work quick, so there's no problem.
Okay.
The whole shoot can take about 3 minutes.
That's what I hear.
Yeah, no problem. All right, we're going to take a little break, and we'll be back right after these words.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. 97.1 The Eagle.
8:27 at The Eagle. This is Brad Baxter. It's 8:31 at 97.1 The Eagle.
Howard Stern Morning. Your rock. All day. 97.1 The Eagle. The Howard Stern Show.
All right, Lisa, quickly, because I am running out of time and I got a million things to do. You're taking off your pants?
I don't know.
Okay, go ahead. Let me see how you look. Because if you want to model, this is a woman who came to me, just got breast implants, wants to get into modeling.
Yes.
I need to. Wow, what a bod.
Really?
Oh, man, are you kidding?
Awesome.
What?
I've been scared. I've been working out like a maniac.
Oh, you real? Let me see. Turn around. Let me see your butt. What? Let me see your butt. Go ahead. Don't be shy. Let me see. Turn around. Are you crazy? That's perfect.
Okay.
That's perfect for Playboy. I could take excellent pictures of you.
Oh, here's your camera, sweetie.
All right. Well, Leo, let me get you something lined up.
Okay.
All right. Here's what I need you to do. I need you to, let me see if I could shoot you at this close range, Robin.
I need to stand back.
Yeah, you're not going to see much of her.
Just stand over there in the light. I need to shoot. This is what we call a photo shoot. Now, what I'll be doing is some Polaroids, Robin, and then I'll send these over to Playboy.
This is a test layout.
Now, I am a photographer, but just tell me again, how do you snap these photos? With this?
Red button.
The red button?
Is it all ready to go?
I don't usually do Polaroid. Yeah, it's all ready to go. Now, I don't like the way you are.
Okay.
Why don't you sort of arch your back and say, that's looking better. You point your butt out. Get the ass sticking out.
He's really into that.
You arch your leg. Oh, I'm liking what I see. Hold that, please.
Is that free?
Hold that. Give me something that says, Howard, I need you. I love. Ooh. Yeah.
I got to see these pictures.
Very nice. Very nice. Oh, wait till you see. All right. Now, what I need you to do is maybe take that top off. I'm just saying that the people at Playboy need to see what's up top.
Can we go back there?
You want to do it back there?
So my back is this way?
Well, you're a little uptight? All right, let me get another one in the bra. You're a little uptight. You know what? You need to rub down. You're just too uptight with your body.
You know what? You jumped into that too quickly, I think.
Yeah. You don't get, I'm backing off that. You don't get, that I like. You don't get breast implants and then not show them off to Playboy. Are you crazy? This is your one-shot deal. I'm getting these over to Playboy. Now, here, do me a favor. Arch into it. Arch so your stomach is like really super flat. Arch more. That's good. I like that. Give me more ass. Turn your ass more to the camera.
What do you want, her ass on her front?
Yeah, go ahead. That's it. Oh, I like that. That was very nice. Very nice.
That's so great.
Super. I like what I'm seeing. What are we doing now? Topless?
I was going to stand here. And
all right, fine. That's no problem. For topless. Let me move this water. Now, I need you to relax, okay? I need you to relax. I want you to loosen your shoulders, okay? Just loosen these, loosen the abdomen.
You were born to be a pornographer.
Yeah, right. No, I'm so perfect. Are your hips feeling tight? Loosen in here. Oh, they are? Oh.
Maybe you want to do some deep breathing exercises, a little
Honey,
yoga.
don't you think, I'm not trying to touch you physically. You understand that? I'm just trying to loosen you, all right? You understand that, right?
Certainly.
All right. Okay. All right, loosen up, okay? I need you loose. All right, I need you to think about sex.
Okay.
All right, now take off your top. Don't even be uptight. I've seen this a million times. I've done this a million times. Oh, you don't want that camera on you?
They don't show nudity on E, do they?
No, we just put a bar over it. Don't worry about it. It's all right. Okay, now, here. Now, what I need you to do is, cross your arms like that. I want you to think of sex. I want you to moan. I want you to, come on. Oh.
Now, how are you going to do a photo shoot if you're this uptight?
Yeah, how are you going to be a Playboy if you're this uptight?
I'm not uptight. Why is Howard moaning?
Come here.
Think of your video.
That's it. Give me more of that, baby. Give me more of that, please. Give me a little more. I like that.
I think you missed it, Howard.
I know, I was moaning. All right, now I need what they call a doggy shot. Doggy shot. Hey, that's what we call it in the industry. Hey, I didn't make these terms up. I'm just a photographer. What I need you to do is sort of crook your back a little bit and Let me say. Crook your back. That's it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now you know what I want. Hold it a second.
She just banged herself in the head.
Wait a second. That's it. That's it. Now turn your ass away from the camera. Just give me a profile of your butt. Stick out your chest. Put one leg up in the air. Now put the other leg up. That's it. Okay, you're all set. Super. I think I've got some very nice test shots here of you.
Okay.
I think that was a very good photo session. You need to relax.
Let's see the pictures, man. Maybe you ought to check your work.
That's some work. Who knows? I don't even think I can see through the lens.
Is she in the picture?
I don't know. I got Fred's head in there a lot. Yeah, I don't
think framing is his forte.
I think I actually got some good pictures
Yeah?
of you. Yeah.
I think you did.
Yeah, I just think you need to relax, you know. I think your biggest problem as a model is you're uptight. You just need to mellow out. That's all. You just need to mellow out. Well,
You
good.
know where modeling is. It's all in the eye.
Modeling is just feeling good about yourself. Let me see how these pictures... Oh, these are beautiful. These shots are so expert. Oh, come on. Of course they're good. I know what I'm doing. Look how cute you look. These are just the Polaroids. Wait till I get you in the studio.
On film, it'd be much better.
Yeah,
right?
today I'm going to rent a studio and see if I can't get you some more good pictures. Let me see how I like these. See, the lighting is better over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might
Over
just use
where?
these too.
In front of the console?
Yeah, in front of the console. I got to have sex with you. You know what I mean? That way it'll loosen you up. You know what I'm saying? She's good. Yeah.
She's not ready yet.
You're married, darling.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm sick of being married, okay? Like maybe I'll remain married, but I'll cheat with you. You're clean, right? You don't have... Where are you going? You're clean, right?
Of course.
Yeah, you don't have any AIDS or anything, do you? Herpes,
Good
any of that
Lord.
stuff?
Oh, good Lord,
Thank
no.
God, thank God. Well, listen, I want to thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
You look great.
Thanks.
Sorry I didn't get to rub you down, but, you know,
Yeah,
that could get a little bit much.
Time is short.
Yeah, you look pretty good. All right, well, I'm going to pass these pictures along to Playboy if you like.
Okay.
I'll take these two.
Okay.
And I'll pass them along, and I'm pretty sure you'll probably be getting a call from them any day. Isn't that right, Robin?
Well, let's hope.
Yeah, we'll be calling Bob Schmertz over there. And seriously, that's the guy. That's the man, okay?
Sure.
All right, thanks for coming by and showing me your breast implants. Oh,
Oh, you have to remind me whenever you're doing these things now for play. I have bunny ears. She could have worn bunny ears.
Oh, Jesus, Robin. Now I got to do the whole shoot over again. Oh, for God's sakes, why don't you say something? I didn't know you had bunny ears. Wow. Well, your boyfriend's a lucky man.
Thank you.
Because, man, if this showed up in bed with me, would you shave down and everything, huh?
Yeah, I did.
Super job. I don't know. My wife gets little razor bumps.
Well, I just...
You don't have any. Look at that. Perfect. Well, how do you do that? What do? You put some kind of
Good soap.
oil?
No, just
Soap?
Just soap and a brand new razor.
All right. You leave where your hotel is, and I'm going to come over this afternoon. We'll do some more pictures.
All right.
All right? And don't tell my wife.
I won't.
Thank you. All right. That's Lisa, who came in to show us her breast implants. We're going to take a break. And then, Robin, we have to... I got to read you about a weather forecaster who got fired.
Okay.
I got to tell you a whole bunch of things that are going on. And I'm going to give Lisa a little rub down during the
You still haven't
commercials.
talked about the nominees for the Radio Hall of Fame.
Who cares?
Are
You
you
don't
in there?
care anymore?
What?
Are you in there?
Yes.
Are you?
Yeah, I've been given a special award, an all-time award.
Really?
And the prize money is $10 million.
You
I'm not
lie.
kidding.
Are you
And that's something
lying?
I'd like to share with you.
Oh, are
if you're my girlfriend.
Are you lying?
I'm not lying.
Really?
I just made a killing. What do you think
You
of that?
should be in the Radio Hall of Fame.
I know, I'm not.
God, what is up
Oh,
with
yeah. Oh, I feel so bad. Console me that I'm not in it yet. Oh, that's
You know,
it.
I didn't audition for your movie. I could really console you. You know how
Really?
you do that thing about, like, your wife is dead?
All right, my wife is dead, and you're the girl who comes into my life, and and has to win me over in the movie.
Okay.
Because I'm so upset.
You poor baby.
Yeah, I know. I'm all
feel
upset.
I'm
I really
so
miss my
sorry.
wife. I don't have with someone for my kids.
Oh, I'll be a mother to you.
Oh, I don't know. I
I'll take
feel
good
so
care of
bad. I feel so bad about what's happened.
Oh, you poor baby.
Oh, I'm so aroused.
Oh.
Hey, you're a good actress. Well, why don't you say so?
Well,
What are you wasting your time with Playboy for? Okay, listen, Lisa, thank you for coming in and showing me those. And we'll be back. They're beautiful, Robin.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You declare them beautiful?
Well, they stuffed a lot of bag into the breast, but I think they're going to loosen up as time goes on. And next time, get your breast implants in Manhattan. Use your head. All right, anyway, so we're going to take a break, and we'll be back with more right after this.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. 97.1, The Eagle.
840 at the Eagle. This is Brad Baxter. It's 846 at 97.1 the Eagle.
Call Howard on the Eagle's toll-free line, 1-800-54-STERN.
Something wrong with that.
It's the Howard Stern Show. Here's Howard.
I just took a few more pictures of Lisa for Playboy.
You still didn't get the bunny ears.
I know. Well, you don't give them to me.
I mean, if Playboy sees her in bunny ears, they might get the idea that, you know, she could be a bunny.
Yeah, sure. Good luck. Anyway, she was friendly. Now my whole studio's in disarray.
How does that make you feel? I mean, here you are, a guy who couldn't get arrested in high school. I mean, nobody even knew you went to your high school.
Go ahead.
And now you got girls who are like, oh, Howard,
it kills me.
I would do anything for you.
It kills me.
And look, I'm only going to show you my breast implants.
Right.
I'm not going to show them to Jackie and Fred.
That kills me. You don't know how that kills me.
You know,
I really do want to go over her hotel. I found out what hotel she's in. I'm going to go over this afternoon.
You're not doing
You know, but it's funny. Robin just mentioned that. I was thinking that this morning because, you know, I screen.
It kills me.
I screen a lot of your mail.
Yeah.
There's some letters that you get that are boring. I don't even put through to you anymore.
Yeah.
But they're just like 5'10", 140 pounds, and I'm in love with you. And
I
they
know.
go on to a boring subject.
I know.
But you get letters from women every day that are like, that would date you.
You're so hot.
I know.
You're
And
so
I
hot,
love
exactly. You. I love you. You're the sexiest boy.
Why are you both making me crazy?
I like this.
It just makes me nuts. It makes me
I know
nuts.
you have trouble sleeping after a day like
Now
this.
I smell like Estee Lauder perfume. That girl was beautiful. Probably be great in the sack.
All over your lap, hugging you.
Oh,
Her stomach was indented. It
Even
was
if
so
she
flat.
wasn't great, she's different, you know.
Yeah, right. It's somebody new. But my wife every minute, how come I don't meet anybody? I go, well, you're not on a radio show.
What is she talking about? Why does she?
Would somebody date my wife?
She's stuck out there in no man's land.
Yeah. Man, I stink from perfume. Somebody rubbed me down with a wire brush.
Now, how do you get home with the smell of perfume on you?
Same way I always do, right in the car.
Do you go straight? Now, do you go straight in the house? Do you go take a shower?
No.
And does your wife smell it?
No, she don't even look at me. Careless.
He's convinced that she's not interested in him anymore.
No, she's not. She really isn't. I got to use a vibrator just to get her excited. You tell me if she's interested in me. You know, the problem.
You had sworn off the vibrator for a while.
For a day.
Like a drug
the problem with a first wife is that she knew you before you were famous.
So you can't act differently.
No, she's wise
She's
to me.
never going to let you be who you are today.
Right. She doesn't. She's kept me trapped who I was. She won't let me be the superstar that I am.
Wait a second. You're laying the groundwork here. Are you saying that she hasn't grown with you?
Right.
No, it's not that she hasn't grown with him.
We've really grown apart.
She just doesn't see him for who he is now.
Right. Oh, man.
Because when you do, you got a 24-year-old girl going, I think you're incredible.
So why don't I go over and just have
She's
some sex with her?
screaming, Howard, you didn't take out the trash and you never helped me around the house.
Anybody got a rubber?
Jackie?
I can't reinvent myself with my wife. I can reinvent. Like, if I'm with Lisa, it'd be like, you know, Lisa, I'm pretty special.
But your wife doesn't see you as witty, snappy,
nothing
like Lisa does.
No. Lisa sees me as a god.
You're funny. And
Lisa's going to want to jump through hoops for me. My wife doesn't.
She's going to feel so lucky to be with you.
Right.
Whereas Allison is like,
I mean, look at the broad Martin Downey Jr. got. He's really down on his luck.
I really don't understand that.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Anybody with any kind of fame. Anybody. Larry King is dating models. Playboy models. And to Allison, I go home, she doesn't see me as like Howard Stern, this great, gifted radio personality. She knew me when I was in college, and nobody paid attention to me. I mean, that's admirable, but who needs that?
She's still wondering what she saw in you.
Yeah, she's not even
you
sure.
were such a loser.
And to her parents, I'm a loser who just got lucky.
Well, weren't you complaining when your book went to #1 on the New York Times bestseller list that it was like another day at the house?
Right. Oh, yeah, nothing happened unusual.
A girlfriend would have, like, lit candles, the tub ready.
Amy Lynn would have had a tub ready to congratulate me on my #1 status. Jessica Hahn would have been, like, jumping out a window.
Yeah.
She'd be
Open your own tuna fish.
Yeah, right. That's what I got. Open your own tuna fish.
Oh,
Make
you're
your
gonna
own
eat
salad.
That salad? I was going to have that for dinner.
I got it. I want to go over to Lisa's and just party with her today. If she would write in writing that she won't tell my wife. I have a document.
And then you can say, see, honey, she wasn't supposed to tell.
Yeah, see? She's supposed to keep her mouth shut. Tell the truth. This is hell, and I died. Yeah, I bet you I died 10 years ago.
This would be the worst kind of punishment you could ever suffer. Huh?
What is it, Dickwad?
Yeah, you know, I've been there sometimes when some of these things happen. Like last time, like that salad that you wanted her to make, she wouldn't make it.
I know.
Begrudgingly, she chopped up some, and she put like half a tomato in. You're like, hey man, like we gotta eat some salad here.
Yeah, I'm hungry. Make me a nice dinner.
Fix it up.
Yeah. Even Ralph was shocked. He was over the house, and I said to my wife, could you make me a salad?
You begging.
Yeah, I was in the middle of trying to get a bunch of things together. I was on the phone.
There were like 3 leaves left. She goes, isn't that enough?
Yeah, she goes, and she gets pissed.
Yeah.
I bet you Lisa wouldn't be upset to make me a salad.
She'd make you bowls of it.
She'd make me bowls of it and feed me.
She'd be growing tomatoes on the windowsill.
Right.
You'd have your own herb
You're
garden.
damn right. Yeah, it's weird.
And she'd be like Janie Chase fighting your enemy.
Right. Dude.
On the phone. Why are you saying that about Chevy?
Yeah.
You would think she'd get worked up like all these girls are into you, and that would kind of turn her on. And
I know, she doesn't, though.
And she'd be like, wow.
She knows that I have a guilt complex and I never leave her.
He's not going anywhere.
Right.
She feels no threat.
My mother did her whole trip. Every time my mother starts to feel like I'm probably fed up, she goes, these men, they got it made. They're all the same. Yeah, she starts yelling at me about men. These men who leave their wives, they got it made. And the women get stuck with the crap.
She drills that guilt.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and drills it. And I'm like, shut up.
Maybe it's not Allison you have to get rid of. Maybe it's your mom.
Yeah.
And then you'll be guilt-free.
Yeah, if my mom ever drops dead, I can do anything I want.
Oh, you.
Get that head voice ringing in my
Now, that's
ears.
why she's still cold. She's reinforcing.
Yeah.
So that you'll have that voice in your head when she dies.
Yeah, I go, Ma, I've had a 20-year marriage going here. I don't know if I need this lecture right now. I've been one of the good guys. I've stuck it out. I've made the commitment.
She's just making sure.
Yeah. Making sure I'm locked in. I don't know why she cares.
Because she wants you to
do
the right thing.
The right
she
thing.
wants to be proud of her son. Her son is better than everyone else.
Would I be a lot happier with a mom who wasn't so proud, but I'd be happy?
See, secretly, I believe you're very happy.
I'm
I've seen.
Oh, I'm psyched up. All right, thanks a lot, Ralph.
Everybody piling on.
That chick Lisa was hot, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice-looking girl. Cute. A lot of fun there. See those hips?
Even the picky Ralph thinks she's cute.
See those hips and ass?
Nice flat stomach.
Yeah. She pulled her pants down. That looked good.
I miss that.
Yeah.
Oh, listen to you.
Hey now. That'll be on the E! Show.
Everybody's saying, please get it on tonight.
Is that what they're faxing?
Yes.
The E! Show.
See what this girl looks like.
The E! Show was pretty sexy the other day with that girl playing Strip Jeopardy.
Oh, yeah?
I watched that. And, I'd seen it already.
Yeah, I forgot about her, but she was really hot.
She was really hot.
Yeah.
Man.
In fact, one guy says, I can't get E. Please take a photo and fax it to me.
Stand in line, pal. Yeah, she was cute. She'd done a little lesbian stuff.
You could get her.
I know I could get her. Oh, I could get her. Her I could get and then throw out.
But not only that, see, she's the kind of girl who will experiment.
You know what kills me? If I was single, I wouldn't even look at her.
Yeah, she'd be the bottom of the barrel.
Right, I'd do her just because I'd be busy.
You haven't been there, Howard. I understand from men who have.
Yeah.
After a while, you don't even get selected.
Oh.
It's just any girl who wants to do it.
Hey, now.
That little top hung down, Howard.
Yeah.
It was 2 or 3 inches away from her belly.
I know.
Between the new breast and the flat stomach. It was like a curtain hanging.
Yeah. Oh.
Jesus.
Super. And Jackie's unbelievable. I don't look at girls anymore. I just look at Jackie's face.
Right.
Oh, Jackie just stared at her like this. He leaned back in his chair and he went with his mouth open, and he just. I said, "That's Jackie."
No, that is the inputting mode.
Yeah.
He was being put into the computer.
Yeah, he was soaking in every bit.
Loading.
And Billy's a little pervert.
He knows every birthmark at this point.
Yeah, Billy's horny as hell.
That little homewrecker.
Right. Little homewrecker.
Oh,
We were
that
saying
sweet thing.
She should travel with a lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, quickie, uncontested.
She told me she was walking down the street, and she goes, I thought in New York City guys weren't like this, but everywhere I walked, guys were screaming at me and whistling and
got a little chest exploded.
Yeah, I know. And then she goes, and then I walked up to one of those little coffee stands, coffee carts to get some coffee. The guy goes, absolutely, you're not paying.
Oh,
no
really?
pay.
She got
no.
free coffee?
Yeah, from one of those non-English speaking guys.
No pay.
No pay.
No money. No money.
He thanked her.
Those implants are paying off.
She goes, I was shocked. He didn't charge me anything.
Take the card.
You know what? That was a good investment.
Take the card too. You no pay. The goon pay. You want my car? Take my car.
Yeah, cute girl. Oh, yeah. Hubba hubba.
Yeah.
But you got to think about that. That's a girl who would experiment. You could say,
Oh, Robin,
honey,
be
I wanna
quiet.
bring
That's not funny
2 women
anymore.
home.
You're torturing me.
I want to have you do this or that.
You're torturing me.
I want to videotape us while we do it.
Listen to her. And like her boyfriend wouldn't let her get into lesbian stuff, you'd be like, hey,
come on. Come on. In fact, I'm inviting a few friends over to see you get into it.
The more the merrier.
Yeah, a couple of my pals want to come over and watch you.
You leave my Lisa alone.
Yeah.
I don't want you doing any of that lesbian stuff.
Yeah. Up in Syracuse. She'll be smart, too.
She'll be dumping him soon, all the attention she's going to be getting now.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, he's the Prince of Syracuse.
Today he is with her.
All right, dude, get out of here. I don't need to be tortured about how things could be if I was single. No wonder I go home and I'm miserable to everybody. I'm miserable to everyone here and at home.
You're way too kind.
I am. And you know what? It's all I think about 24 hours a day. Imagine what goes on in my head. I wake up.
You torture yourself. I'm not doing it.
The first thought in my head is, if I was single right now, guess who'd be next to me? And it goes on.
You know what? You'd have to wake up to find out.
I'm sitting there like with my wife eating dinner. I'm going, if I was single, I would be. When I'm on vacation, if I was single, I would be here. I mean, I can't take it anymore.
Look out.
You're damn right, OJ.
Really? Just like that. You know, I was thinking about that the other day, how you turned down that Learjet. To fly down.
I never would have turned that down.
Island.
Listen to this. One of the sponsors wants me to go to Paradise Island because he's coming on the air. So he says, we have a Learjet that will fly you and your whole family to Paradise Island. I said, no thanks. I'm not interested. Now, if I was single, I would be Lisa and I would be on the plane right now.
How many seats?
Who cares? We'll lay on the floor.
Stuff it with women.
Oh, it would have been like a couple of guys that I'd like to hang out with. So after I'm exhausted from sex, I have somebody to talk to.
Sure.
And then just play cards with. And show off all my girls, and then have like 4 or 5 girls we bring down on the Learjet.
You think they'll let you win at tennis and pool, whatever you want to do?
Oh, man. But I'm in hell with everyone else. That's why they love me. That's why the audience never abandons me.
They don't abandon you because you're suffering like everyone else.
I can relate to every guy out there. Ain't I great? That's good when I'm laying in the box. I'm a good man, and I'm sure there's a God, and he's going to put me in heaven.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, listen. Yeah, it'll be like, all right, so you never cheated on your wife. You didn't take advantage of all those girls who came into the studio, including the 24-year-old Lisa. But you said you didn't like Tejano music when Selena died, so you're going to hell.
No,
oh, great. Yeah, sucker.
Sucker. Heaven is for smart people.
Yeah.
Who take advantage of what's offered to them.
Yeah. You know what? I know for a fact nothing happens when you die. I know it for a fact.
You're hoping at this point.
I know it.
Happens.
Nothing happens when you die. You don't go to hell. You don't go anywhere. You lay in a box. I know it. Am I right?
You're right.
Think about it.
That's it. You can hear the worms laughing at you.
Yeah. And all this whole guilt thing and everything was just man-made guilt.
Yep. Keep everybody in line.
I could, and then they were like, "Hey, I should have had some sex." If Allison wouldn't have known. No one would have known. And if she knew, so she'd get over it. And if she didn't get over it, so
you move on.
You move on. That's the end. 20 years you put in, you tried to do the right thing.
You let her have sex, too.
Right. I would let her have sex. Do me a favor when I die, because I'll go before you.
Right, because you're so upset.
Do me a favor.
What?
Bury a strange dead broad with me. Just so I can enjoy her.
Go out in glory.
Yeah, go out in glory. OJ laughs at me. He goes, yeah, I'm in jail. You're in jail. Please Paula Barbieri visits me. That's right.
He doesn't go to work.
And if I had never become famous, everything would have been fine. My wife's a beautiful woman.
Happy man.
I would have been happy. I would have been happy. I'm so lucky. If everything hadn't worked out and I was working at a station for $150 a week.
But Allison would never have stayed with you.
You don't think so?
A rich guy would have.
She would have left me, right?
That's right. She couldn't work that hard for the rest of her life.
You know, that's the bitch of it. She probably would have left me after moving to the 15th station.
Yeah.
Because she was ready to leave me when we were moving from Hartford to Detroit.
Right.
She was like, I don't know that I want to do this.
She told me about that.
Yeah. So, like a schmuck, I'm sticking with her.
Baby, please think it over.
Yeah, baby, please. Please, I can't help it if I keep getting fired.
Don't leave me.
You know?
I'm doing the best I can.
Yeah.
I'm going to be the biggest thing in the world.
Come on. I swear, you know, it didn't work out. I did it all for you, baby. You can't leave me with the, you know, come on.
Howard, why do you have to keep saying those outrageous things and getting
I'm never gonna get a girl. Sucks. I'm so stupid. Please, honey, once I save up like $5,000, I'll buy you an X car. Someone has faulty brakes.
I want a house.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I can't afford a house. Everything's just out of my reach.
Tired of living out of suitcases.
I don't want to move again.
Yeah, and she'll meet some guy at her job, and they'll fall in love.
You know what she would do? She would get into a position. She'd be, the major breadwinner.
Right.
She'd be running some organization.
Right, and I'd be a house husband. All right, I don't want to think about my life and what has happened. We'll be back right after these words.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. 97.1 The Eagle.
Hi there,
Let's return to The Howard Stern Show.
In Chicago, in a desperate attempt to still be like Howard Stern, that Mancow guy now is threatening to quit his radio station because I always threaten to quit my radio station.
Of course.
But he's threatening to quit because he feels they're not giving him enough promotion. And he says, we're under attack and we need to be aggressive. Feeling a little pressured, dickwad?
Oh, this is unlike Howard Stern in a way, because you never asked for promotion.
No, never. I never asked for promotion.
They didn't tell that to Mancow in the manual, the Howard Stern ripoff manual.
I told you, Mancow, my name is Man Cox, and I'm going to get you. You're going down, douche. Get out of Chicago now. You're gone. You're history. You and Kevin. And Chicago loves us because we're from Chicago. You're not from Chicago. Man Cox is here to beat Mancow.
As far as we can tell, he was last in San Francisco.
Yeah, he never got ratings in San Francisco. Man Cox is here, your hero, the boy you ripped everything off from, dickwad. Now you got to be original. It's not so easy. Feeling the pressure? He goes, quote, "We are under attack." This is from Robert Feeder's column. "We are under attack and need to be aggressive," Mueller wrote in a letter to his station's general manager, Mike Fowler. Yeah, good luck. You work for Evergreen. They're really going to care what happens to you. "I think the sloth-like pace of promotion staffers and Dave Richards is a serious detriment to the success of the station as a whole."
Oh, like he cares about the rest of the station.
Yeah. "We didn't realize that this was going to be as big as it turned out," meaning me. That's what they mean.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he did a promotion and a few hundred people showed up and the station couldn't handle it. And he thinks they should have handled it better, but you know what it's all about, don't you? He thinks he should be on buses and stuff.
Sure. They're not doing a bang-up job of making sure everybody remembers that Mancow is in town.
Mancow, you're a Howard Stern impersonator. And now Howard Stern is in Chicago. And you're a dick. They now see that you're a dick. And you're doing all my old bits. You and turd. You're both turds. Don't kid yourself. Don't call him turd. You're turd. You're man turd. And I'm Man Cox. And Man Cox always beats Man turd. Man cow. Why don't you just call yourself Cousin Brucey? If you're looking for a goofy name. Stupid dick. All these guys with their goofy names. At least Kevin calls himself Kevin. Yeah.
Well, Mancow was probably thinking ahead. He said, this might not work, and rather than being known as the idiot who failed, I'll be Mancow.
Yeah, Mancow. Well, I'm Man Cox. That's a dirtier name. That's C-O-X. Don't misspell it. In Chicago, I want to be called Man Cox, and I want all the newspaper reporters to call me Man Cox. And what is your name again, Robin? Turd?
No, Captain Kokor.
Oh, Captain Kokor, right. I forgot. Turd. Doing every bit I've ever done in the history of radio. And he's trying to convince someone he developed all this stuff. I love guys like that.
He's going to have a really tough time.
Yeah. Douche. Got fired from San Francisco because of low ratings. And on the radio front, Robin handed me a list of personalities who have been nominated to something called the Radio Hall of Fame, which nobody knows what that is.
I have never seen it. I don't know where it is. I don't know what it is.
The return address is from Chicago, so I guess I think what this is there's some company that makes radios.
Well, that was Emerson.
Yeah, the Emerson Award. This is Emerson Radios. They're evidently located in Chicago, so in order to try to so suddenly they said, hey, let's give out an award to the best radio people, and we'll call it the Hall of Fame. And radio people are so excited that there's a Hall of Fame. There's no Hall of
Well,
Fame.
who else gives anybody in radio awards?
Nobody. Dear radio lover, this year's nominees to the Radio Hall of Fame are listed on the enclosed ballot. You can help decide who will be inducted into the Radio Hall of Fame. Emerson Radios. I got news for you. I've never even heard of Emerson Radios.
The only time I heard of them was after they created the Radio Hall of Fame.
I don't think they actually sell radios. That's the funny part. I mean, Sony and Panasonic are kicking their ass all over the place, making better products.
Emerson Radios anywhere.
I was all over the place. Where the hell is Emerson?
Where do you find them?
Yeah. They give out awards. They don't make profits. They give out awards. So let's see who the great radio personalities are, since I can't seem to find any. I, of course, am never on the list. They've already decided that I'm a bad person because I single-handedly changed radio.
Yeah,
I don't
that
think
anybody wants radios these days has to do with you.
Yeah, but that's okay. Now, if you notice, it's soaking wet because Lisa spilled water on mine.
Oh. Well, that's what you get for bringing
Maybe it's not water.
All right, well, there's I think the category we're interested in is
contemporary
or syndicated personality.
Okay.
So, of course, I'm not on this list. I'm syndicated. I've won every award there is to win. I've changed the face of radio. President Clinton now talks about radio. He doesn't talk about TV. Every newspaper article, every letter to the editor of newspapers now is about radio, hate radio, opinionated radio. Just didn't exist. No personalities were syndicated. Nobody did anything. It was just music and some guys doing very non-controversial talk radio. But I did nothing, of course. But you know what? I'd rather have high ratings than win awards. So Jack Buck, some sportscaster out of St. Louis, is nominated. The voice of Cardinal baseball. Rick Dees, of course, the infamous Disco Duck and Rick Dees' weekly top 40. So Rick Dees, this is what Rick Dees has accomplished according to this. Counting backwards to the top record.
Yeah, but he waited. Casey Kasem started that.
Yeah, he didn't even develop that.
Ripped him off.
Dees also does morning on KISS in Los Angeles, and the only time he gets ratings is when they give away $5,000 a day, and all he gets is teenagers. He's a frequent face on TV. That's a lie.
Because he finances his own infomercials.
Right. Does he have an infomercial?
Yes.
For what?
For something called, it's
Rick
something
Dees.
you pop in your mouth to make your breath fresh.
Genitals?
Well, I don't know if that makes your breath fresh.
Oh. Wow. And a frequent face on TV, which is a lie, because every TV show he's done has failed. He did a show for ABC, which failed. He couldn't beat anybody.
He killed Solid Gold.
He killed off Solid Gold. They put him on Solid Gold, which was this huge ratings grabber.
And a moneymaker.
And Andy Gibb hosted. I guess when he offed himself, they needed a replacement. So they got Rick Dees. They figured, just go on there and introduce the music. And boom, ratings gone. Ratings gone. He was the sand in the gears, but he's nominated. A frequent face on TV and the originator of the infamous Disco Duck. Well, they're, quank, quank.
Can't compete with that.
That I can't compete with.
All of a sudden I began to cluck.
Yeah, how's that go?
Look at me, I'm the Disco Duck.
Quank, 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 quank.
All of a sudden I began to cluck. Look at me, Mama, I'm the Disco
Duck. What a jerk.
Quack, quack.
And he's winner of 10 consecutive Radio Personality of the Year awards from Billboard magazine. That's tough to do. I've won that. And everyone hates me. Then a guy named Carl Haas, classical music commentator. Come on, give me a break. Susan Stamberg, news anchor and correspondent for NPR, which has really had an impact on today's culture. National Public Radio. And Bruce Williams, talk show host. Whoever that is. I don't even know who that is. I've never even heard of him. Williams is heard Monday through Friday from 7 to 10 p.m. on approximately 375 stations on Westwood One's NBC TalkNet. Okay. And I've never heard of him? He also hosts a daily informational feature for the NBC radio network, Bruce Williams' Travel Corner.
Oh, no, he's a travel guy?
Yeah. I guess he really he's really innovated a few new things. So he deserves an innovative award. His first radio program, At Your Service, aired in 1975 on WCTC. Well, there's a credential. His second show was Bruce Williams at Large. Williams worked at WMCA in New York before joining, a station that failed. Oh, good. There's a guy who brings a lot of money into everybody. So, and then also on the radio front, Rush Limbaugh, as I've explained to you, is only big because he's on a lot of stations, but he doesn't really get ratings for those stations. In Los Angeles, he just lost all his ratings. In New York, he's never gotten ratings, and he's not a big ratings grabber. The show is dull. And if anybody put on any kind of network program that was halfway decent, which I'm going to be working on in 4 months, I'm going to reinvent myself, and I have someone who's going to go up against Rush Limbaugh. I am going to promote certain personalities of my own, and I'm going to rain on that guy, that Fat Pig's Parade. And Rush Limbaugh couldn't draw a crowd anywhere. Nobody cares about him. Listen to this. So some guy, Sean Boyd is his name, was fired after refusing to change picnic day forecasts. Listen to this. Some guy's a weatherman on a local station.
Uh-huh.
Central Valley. Where's that, in Philly?
I don't know.
I don't know. But he's a weatherman. And he was asked to do the weather report. And I guess Rush Limbaugh's show was having a second annual Ditto Head barbecue and politically incorrect picnic. Jesus Christ, why would you want to be at something like that? A Ditto Head barbecue.
This is the same people who like country music.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a frightening crowd. And I see. This is San Joaquin Valley.
San Joaquin.
Oh, sorry. There's a Spanish language again. Get me into trouble. San Joaquin. Well, why don't they spell it with a W, Robin? Joaquin would be Waukeen. This is San Joaquin Valley. They have a news talk station that evidently puts Fat Slob on. And they asked the weatherman to fudge his forecast, to lie about the forecast. Instead of a chance of rain, which would discourage people from attending the event, why not say the greater possibility of sunshine? They told him to lie about the weather forecast, according to this article. Boyd, who has been predicting such things for 18 years, refused. This week, the radio station fired him, and what he says was a payback for his honest report.
Well, I'm sure that Rush, being the kind of man that he is, rushed to this.
Oh, yeah, sure.
He doesn't want people lying just to get people to his picnics.
The station acknowledged they had some money on the line for this event. And they had an Al Gore tree-hugging contest and, the Miss Ditto Head swimsuit pageant. You can imagine that embarrassment. They said Boyd's firing was the buildup of many things. We've had ongoing... Yeah, I would say that the guy has some integrity, that he wouldn't lie about the forecast. But integrity is completely overlooked in this business. If I had a weather forecast, I'd hire him. But who cares about the weather anyway?
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't care.
I'll stick my head out the window, do my own forecast. We've had an ongoing problem with Sean. He's been there 18 years. What kind of ongoing problem? Why would you put up with an ongoing problem?
He's been an irritant for 18 years.
We've had an ongoing problem with Sean about being concise and relevant, said Al Smith, KMJ's general manager. His reports have become a lot of babble. I don't know. Doesn't sound like that's a lot of babble to me.
No, that sounds like he was trying to give the weather.
Yeah. At last year's Ditto Head picnic, the local radio host who comes on after Limbaugh, Ray Appleton, created a ripple by holding up a bumper sticker that read, "Lee Harvey Oswald, where are you now that we really need you?" Everybody, a bunch of angry guys.
Those wacky radio guys.
Yeah, wacky radio guys. I don't know. The station evidently made a $20,000 profit off of the Ditto Heads last year and was looking forward to making another $20,000 off those saps.
Rain would have did them in, I suppose.
Why would you want to be at something called Ditto Head picnic? Why would you want to be considered a ditto anything? A ditto head. You know? What is that? We got to take a break. We ought to do the news, too.
Yeah.
So we can get out of here on time today.
I doubt that'll happen.
I have an appointment.
Really?
No. I just want to sound important.
Please go.
Why don't we have a dickhead picnic instead of a ditto head? All the dickheads can come. But only a dickhead. Only if you're a dickhead.
I will have, a Miss Dickhead.
Yeah, why don't we have a Miss Dickhead pageant? Why don't we just have a dickhead picnic? I mean, that's like saying, let's have a picnic for schmucks. A schmuck face
That's
picnic.
Exactly what it sounds like.
Ditto head. Why would you follow a guy who didn't have an original thought in his head, Rush Limbaugh? How to learn radio from the master. I could see if you secretly want to listen to it or something, like you'd get some kind of thrill out of listening to that pig and his opinion.
But don't go see him.
Yeah.
Be a ditto head. Have somebody identify you as such a thing.
A ditto head. Jerk-off picnic party. Okay, I'll go. Let's take a break. You're invited to a loser's picnic next week. All losers, all the time. Yeah. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. 97.1 The Eagle. Howard Stern. Cool. All morning. Your rock and roll day.
You sound better than ever.
This is where Dallas-Fort Worth rocks. 97.1 The Eagle.
Hey, let me tell you.
We're back with The Howard Stern Show.
I've got this article sitting here about Ralph's priest.
Yes, you got to tell me that. Let's open the news with that.
Well, maybe we should wait till tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I don't want to. I wanted to get the news on time. It's not quite on time, but it's a little better than usual. Yeah, right. And I was just down in Baba Booey, because he said Spike Lee and Reggie Miller are at it again.
So
let me tell you something. I said, screw Spike Lee. That loudmouth. Reggie Miller's right, first of all. The Knicks choke.
And Spike Lee can't play.
And Spike Lee can't make a
marbles.
movie. If he could, I know he can't play basketball. Imagine if he could make a movie that was halfway decent.
Maybe he should concentrate on that.
Yeah, what's he doing at games? Brooklyn didn't exactly bowl over the critics.
Or the movie-going public.
Usually he bowls over the critics, not the movie-going. Now he didn't bowl over anybody.
He missed us all. It was a gutter ball.
You know what should happen? The Knicks should make the movies for Spike Lee. They would do better at that.
Maybe Reggie Miller ought to go into directing.
Every New York television program yesterday showed that incredible 16 seconds.
Or 18 seconds, whatever it was.
Yeah, I think it was more like 16, according to Reggie Miller. Reggie Miller scored 8 points in 16 seconds at the end of the game and stole the game from the Knicks and called them choke artists. And everyone goes, well, that's not right. You shouldn't do that.
If he wants to say that, why can't he?
Hey, let the guy gloat.
You know what I love? I love these ball players who are always supposed to be humble. Well, they played a good game, but we got lucky.
Fired up.
And the guy said he's got that killer instinct. He said they choke.
Yeah, he's into it.
I
wish the Knicks would get a little aggressive like that. Not that I care. I could care less if the Knicks win or not. It'd
but
be
at
neat
least
to see.
you want to watch Reggie Miller. I mean, do you want to watch anybody on the Knicks?
No. Reggie Miller's good. He's good.
The only person on the team that's good is apparently Spike Lee.
Right.
He's the only one who's feisty enough to fight about it.
He's a jerk. And then he gets Indiana all fired up, and they beat us.
And he did that last year, and Reggie Miller really took the Knicks to task for it. So maybe he's a secret weapon. He's working for the other side.
Spike Lee. What a dick.
Team mascot.
Yeah. Him and Linda Ronstadt.
Instead of getting a chicken, they got Spike Lee.
This is really a great article about Ralph's priest. This is really good. Wait till you wouldn't believe this. Ralph, the guy that does my hair, was... All right, want me to get into it?
I really do want to know.
Okay.
I mean, quite frankly, this is a public service. To hold this information back would be wrong, Howard.
I feel like we started this because Ralph's priest...
People might have thought we were joking around at first.
Yeah. But Ralph, the guy who does my hair and makeup, and he's really... I mean, we call him a homo and stuff, but he's not. At least
Well,
I don't
he
think
could
he is.
be affected by this.
Yeah.
We don't know.
But he's a heterosexual. I mean, he's been with girls and stuff.
He left,
He left? Yeah, but do we really need him?
No, it'll probably go a lot smoother.
Exactly. I hate when he's in here. So...
Are you going to tell everybody how it started?
Yeah.
Is it in the article?
No, I'm going to
Of
tell
course
you.
not.
I'm going to tell you how it
We
started.
don't ever get credit.
No. So Ralph was on the air talking about this priest, and I didn't let him give the name on the air, but he kind of described where it was and everything. And he started talking about this priest who, when he was a kid, he went on some camping trip or something, and Ralph's father had left.
The priest was a counselor.
Yeah. Ralph's father had left his mom, and his mom wanted a father figure.
But she figured her son needed to talk to somebody.
To a man.
Yeah.
And so the priest said, hey, I'm having a camping trip. You know, he gets to know Ralph. And to make a long story short, the priest says, why don't you let the boy stay over my place?
Because we're going fishing early in the morning.
Yeah. And the priest lived 5 minutes from the house. But the mother, of course, being a little naive, said, okay. So Ralph and another little boy go over there, and the priest whips out a lot of porno material and junk, and vibrators and sex toys.
Right, and shows them to these two little kids.
Yeah, and the kid that Ralph was with ends up in bed with the priest, but Ralph swears he ended up on the floor and didn't do anything with the priest.
Well, we did have Ralph hypnotized.
Yeah.
And Ralph remembered many details, but not getting into bed with the priest.
Yeah, but who knows? Anyway.
But even during the time that we were talking about this,
yeah,
we got phone calls from people who said they remembered that priest and had similar incidents.
Right. And that's what happened. All of a sudden, guys started calling us, and they go, we know who Ralph's talking about because we lived in the same area, and the same thing happened to me.
Oh, my.
All right, so listen to this. The pastor started by reading a statement talking about pedophilia, and then he opened up the floor to questions, statements, fears, sadness. You could see parishioners standing one by one through the stained glass window at the Church of St. Joseph in Mendham. That's in Jersey. The Reverend Kenneth Losh spoke, and then other voices were heard under circumstances where many other churches have been silent. More than an hour later, parishioners walked out the door, and those few who would talk said the meeting had broken new ground for the Roman Catholic Church. They talked of a cathartic experience. See, critics have been accusing the Catholic Church of hiding behind a veil of secrecy whenever a priest has been charged with pedophilia. Catholic officials say they're changing their ways and how the church should respond. So Lash stood at the pulpit Wednesday night and opened the door to what he said is the truth. He told 150 parishioners that their former pastor, James Handley, Father Handley...
Oh, so Father Handley's no longer with the church.
Father Handley.
Handily.
Ralph's on the phone? Oh, he had to get in on this.
He's calling from his gym.
What?
He's calling from his gym.
He's in the locker room.
Father Handle Me. See, we never gave the name on the air, but everyone knew who Ralph was talking about, and they all came forward.
Let's just get one thing straight, though. My father did not leave my mother.
I thought you said he did.
No. It took us years to get him out of the house.
Oh, he didn't want to leave. That was the problem.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
We were happy to get rid of him.
Isn't your father Tula?
No.
No?
No.
All right. Anyway, I think this is the way the church wants things done now. You know, out in the open. Evidently, enough people had complained, because once Ralph went on the air, I think it stirred up a whole bunch of emotions about this guy, Father Handley.
Yeah, like that guy who called in. I think he started up on this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he probably didn't know until then that somebody else knew anything about it.
Because if you read that article, they were ready to sweep it under the carpet.
Of course.
Yeah.
They're acting like now this is 20 years later.
We're great.
The National Conference of Catholic Bishops last year established guidelines that call for psychiatric evaluation and treatment for priests and acknowledgement of and payment for the victim's therapy. Lash said therapy bills for victims in Mendham have been paid by the Patterson Diocese.
I think I could collect.
Yeah. Too bad you're not in therapy.
He'll go.
He's saying the church hasn't tried to ignore the problem. But
how come these guys are never charged?
Yeah. Why wouldn't you bring this guy up?
This is a crime, if you ask me. Going and getting counseling and sending them off to some retreat.
Yeah, that sounds like it's really going to make the
party.
church...
You know,
that's no deterrent.
I can't read the rest of the article.
As soon as they found out, they just shipped them off.
I can't read the rest of the article because it got so soaked, the article, that I can't open it up now. Wait, maybe I could still read it.
That's it. No more girls in the studio.
Yeah.
Your material clean.
Let's see. Lawsuit pending. Hanley, who now lives in a Lincoln Park apartment complex where his neighbors said last week that he had not been home for more than a week. Newspapers that contained stories about him were piling up on the doorstep. A friend who lives in the same apartment complex said Hanley has been working as a bookkeeper in an office in Fairfield. Meanwhile, Lash was putting the pieces together at his parish. He heard the first accusation again. Hanley, 7 or 8 years ago, and said he immediately notified the Patterson Diocese. He started talking about pedophilia in his homilies to pave the way for the meeting that took place last week. Then another victim stepped forward. Lash knows of 4 victims. We got Ralph. You don't know about Ralph yet.
Yeah.
No. Apparently they do, because I was talking to a friend of mine from Mendham last night.
Yeah.
And somebody at my friend's mother went to this meeting, and a couple of the people said, "What happened to Ralph? Did he witness some kind of molestation or something?" You know, my name was mentioned somehow.
Oh yeah.
But not in the homily. But some people know. I don't know.
Some lawsuit is pending.
I think I should be able to get in on that.
Civil suit, yeah. You started this.
Look at me, I'm a mess.
Well, I'll testify to that.
Yeah.
You got a lot of people who've witnessed what a mess you.
You
can't even remember to bring my shorts. So Lash is calling all these meetings, to help people through their problems. Would have been a lot better if he could have sort of recognized that.
Yeah, if 20 years ago or however long
of these
ago
guys.
It was, that when this guy was running around doing this.
Yeah, he jumped right on it 10 years later.
Yeah. Last week the process of recovery began for the parish 13 years after Hanley had left and at least 7 years after the problem was revealed.
Now, is Hanley still a priest? It doesn't even sound like he's a priest.
No, he's an accountant now.
He's an accountant? You should go over and have him do your taxes.
Reunion.
Let's see, Tom Barra, a SNAP member. What's a SNAP member?
Some group, it says there in the article.
Who lives in Bayville, said he was abused by a priest at a church in Jersey City about 30 years ago. He repressed the memories until he went to a marriage encounter weekend with his wife in the 80s.
What a weekend that would have been.
Yeah, I like that.
Hey.
I'd like to have tape of that.
That must have been fun.
Geary said priests treated for pedophilia are not returned to ministries where they would be in contact with children, generally speaking.
Generally speaking.
But let me ask you something. If you weren't a priest and you took little boys into your home and showed them sex toys and then invited them into bed and possibly had sex with them, would you just go away for a little while or would you go to jail?
Well, that's the point. They say the church continues to treat this like a disease that can be treated instead of like a crime. It's a sex crime.
Yeah.
Against children.
If you didn't have that collar turned around backwards, you'd be in jail.
What's weird about it is the church always comes out with statements about my kind of radio show being bad for children, but they don't think it would be a good idea to maybe punish some of these guys who have been priests.
These are people that, are surrounded by all these people who are supposedly saying the right thing.
Yeah, they're all worried about children. They're also worried about children that they don't even punish these guys.
But what I'm saying here is, our kind of radio is supposed to be bad for people, makes people turn bad.
Yeah.
Well, these people are hearing nothing but the word of God.
Yeah.
And look at what they're doing.
In Mendham, Lash said he might have done... Lash is the guy who's now, exposing all this.
Guy, yeah.
Lash said he might have done things differently with the first victim when the first victim came forward. Knowing what he now knows, he said he would have encouraged the victim to contact the authorities.
Yeah, so it's quantity, not quality.
I guess. There'll be no discussion of whether or not these things happened, but only how they came to light. No victim stepped forward to speak. You got to get over there, Ralph.
I got to get to church.
Yeah.
I think I have a case. I haven't been to church since.
Billy, are you coloring in a coloring book over there? Yeah.
Huh?
No, Billy just makes a lot of noise on mic. He's got an open mic and he's coloring or something. Oh. Give me a break. I don't know, man. That's kind of weird, man. You got to get in on this class action suit.
I think I could get some money, man.
Yeah.
I mean, because something was going on in that room when I was there. And
it traumatized you.
Clearly.
All the next day I was sick. I haven't been back to church.
Yeah.
I'm a mess.
It turned you off to religion.
Yeah, it did.
Turned you away from God.
Yeah, you
what
could
be
go to
worse
hell
than that?
because of it.
Yeah. What could be worse than a man being turned away from his own religion?
That's right.
Think back. Weren't you a little bit sore after that?
I was. Now that I'm thinking about it.
I really credit Ralph with coming forward about this and actually getting the whole thing started.
Ralph was forthcoming, and he was willing to undergo hypnosis to bring this to light.
Yeah, I was afraid to mention the father's name on the air because who knew if Ralph even had it right.
It could have been, some kind of weird fantasy of Ralph. You never know.
Oh,
but now it's in the newspaper, so we're okay.
Father, handle me.
Father, handle me. Hey, all your fellow boys are coming forward.
Yeah, but you notice that the church treats these priests like they're much more important than these children.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They treat them better than the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, you notice that they had to have like 6 guys come forward before they do anything.
Yeah.
Right.
Just one guy, no problem.
Yeah, well, it might be your word against his. You're going to go down to the church, go rap to Father Lash?
Oh, go down there and cry, Ralph, and just scream.
I didn't know there was a meeting. I would have got up.
Yeah, we could have all gone. We could have taken a camera crew. He saw you naked, too, right?
I had to get changed, man. I don't know when he was looking or what,
But you were down to, your underwear and stuff, right?
Yeah. I mean, I might have even been naked. I don't remember. I'm probably blocking that out.
You should go in there and dress like a woman again and say that he wrecked your life.
I'll bring that tape of the TV show in.
Yeah, so you're running around, you're a cheap hooker.
Look what happened to me.
Yeah, female prostitute.
What am I doing for a living? Hair and makeup and dressing people?
Yeah, you could have been a real man.
Yeah.
You could have had a man's job.
Yeah. I could have been an accountant.
What is wrong
All right,
with
goodbye, Ralph. Stupid idiot. I had to bleep him off.
What is wrong
I don't
with him?
know.
You see, you got him on the phone, and look what happened.
He's an idiot. He's a stupid idiot.
Did they all have fun the other night? Because I heard that a bunch of people went out after the book party.
I heard that your makeup woman is real hot because she was here the other day doing your makeup for something. But I never got to see her.
Well, that's when everybody got to know her, basically, is at that book party.
She was here yesterday. She looked.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, she was here yesterday. That's when everyone was commenting to me. I'll have to check that out. When are you having some makeup done?
Be around because it'll be at home.
Can I come over?
It's late.
I need to see your apartment. How'd you find her?
I've known Elizabeth for a long time. I met her through another friend.
I see.
Who used to do my makeup.
Big chest?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Oh, yeah.
You saw her? Why doesn't anyone come get me?
What, to go look at a woman?
Yeah.
Yeah, wacky.
Guys do that all the time.
They come around the corner before she does.
Oh, yeah. Why didn't anyone tell me she was here? I don't understand you guys.
No,
what, I'm not allowed to see?
She's been here before, but I never noticed that before.
In fact, I remember the first time she actually met you, because she's been a fan of the show for years.
Yeah.
She did introduce herself to
she
you.
actually introduced herself to you.
Yeah, but I don't know who she is.
Yep.
That doesn't matter. You should have noticed that she was hot then.
I probably did, but I want to associate her with you.
Never noticed it like yesterday before.
Really? Never noticed what, a rack?
Yeah.
How could you not notice?
I don't know.
What's your problem, Jackie?
I'm gay.
Jackie's losing it.
Yeah.
I'm staring at Ralph.
Were you with Father Hanley?
Both Hanley.
Bend over.
Actually, I saw Ronnie leering, and then my eyes drifted.
Thank God Father Hanley has been exposed now.
But unfortunately, he got to touch a lot of little boys' lives before his work was uncovered.
He didn't touch Ralph enough. Evidently, Ralph goes into Father Hanley's rectory or his house and for the sleepover party.
Right.
And Father Hanley showed Ralph some porno flicks. Or no, I showed him some magazines. Vibrators, sex toys.
Well, Ralph couldn't really describe the toys.
Yeah, no. There might have been some Benoit eggs. And evidently they stared at some magazines and stuff, and then they were told to get undressed and, into their jammies, which Ralph did, of course.
Because he's obedient.
He's obedient when it comes to that. And him and the other little boy, I don't know, the little boy, when Ralph came out of the bathroom, the little boy and the father were in bed together.
Yeah, Ralph said it appeared to him that this other little boy was used to the drill.
Yeah.
He seemed to know what was happening.
Well, it sounded like the other kid took the bait a little better.
Yeah, and Ralph decided to sleep on the floor, allegedly.
Yeah. And he doesn't know, he said He doesn't know what happened in that bed.
He said there was a lot of hijinks, though. Nothing funnier than an old priest and a young boy in bed together. There's nothing funnier.
There's nothing funny about that, Howard.
You know what I mean. It's just so wrong. There's just nothing funnier.
That's not abusing a situation.
No. Taking advantage of everything.
Really?
God on your side and everything.
Yeah, God.
Jesus would want it this way.
Oh, come on. You know, there are guys who, you know, they really get into the evilness of it, and they actually go up on the altar and do it.
Yeah. All right, I got to take a break. Come on, and then we got to do the rest of the news.
All right.
Screw Ralph.
The father tried.
Yeah. We'll be back right after this.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. 97.1 The Eagle. On Howard, Harleys, and Pure Rock. 97.1 The Eagle. We're back with The Howard Stern Show. Here's Howard.
And we're doing the news, and Robin has evidently uncovered, the author of Quivers of Life has uncovered a few big stories.
Well, Howard, I have to bring you some important information. You know, it's our duty when we discover new ways.
Would this information have anything to do where Lisa is staying in what hotel?
No.
Oh. Well, then that's information I don't need.
It has something to do with what you might try in order to soothe your longing for her.
Go ahead. What is it?
I would love to.
Yes.
A 16-year-old boy in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Lead me to him.
Was found dead in his bedroom.
Uh-oh. What did he do? Did he have a plastic Savannah vagina?
Described as a gruesome, horrifying death. This is something I'm thinking that you could eventually fall into.
Autoerotic asphyxiation?
With your craziness. No, this is all new. We've talked about autoerotic asphyxiation.
Can you imagine
before.
You're like a parent and you come home, let's say from work, your kid's one of those latchkey kids who lets himself in. Come home, you open up like a closet, and your kid rolls out. He's got a rope tied around his neck and to his feet because and he's naked.
Is worse. This is a worse story than that.
What did he do?
Because this kid's parents were on vacation, and they got a call from firefighters and police officers who discovered this young man. They were called to the scene on Monday morning by a neighbor who smelled something burning. When the firemen found the remains of a teenager, they called the police in to investigate. And from the looks of things, at first they thought the boy had been tortured by some satanic cult. However, upon further investigation, they discovered a bunch of pornographic magazines under his mattress.
Okay.
One of the magazines was called Ovid Now. O-V-I-D Now.
Ovid Now.
I don't know what that means.
I do, but go ahead.
And it described a sexual toy that could be made from the fresh heart of a cow, a simple electrical circuit, and some batteries.
Oh, he burned himself up.
So what happened to this young man was they found him lying in his bedroom with a cow's heart wrapped around
his
genitals with some electrodes attached to it.
Wow.
And he had electrocuted himself.
No kidding.
And literally fried his body.
Wow. What do? You plug it in?
Because he plugged it into an electrical socket.
Oh, no.
He didn't use a battery.
No, you use a battery, of course.
Oh.
I know that. Sure.
He was cooked.
Wow.
And his parents were on vacation.
And what a great way to be found by the cops. Like a piece of liver wrapped around yourself.
But just imagine you're calling these people long distance. They were off somewhere having a good time. Hello, we have some bad news for you. Your son is dead. Oh, my God, how did he die?
Yeah, I'd like to give that explanation. Well, ma'am, we found him with a piece of cow heart.
That's my boy.
Wrapped around his weenie. And he had it hooked into a socket in the wall, trying to somehow recreate the sensation of being with a woman. And evidently, the electrical current ran through his body. He killed himself. I would accuse the police of some kind of cover-up or something. What did you do to my boy?
You just wouldn't believe that this had happened to your child.
No kid would do that.
Yeah, the parents were on vacation in Florida.
How do we get that magazine, Ovid?
But, I mean, who thinks of these things?
I'm about a step away from that.
That's what I say. I have to inform you of these things.
I took home one of
You're
these.
on your way.
I took home one of these plastic women's private parts. It was made out of rubber, actually. It was modeled after the porn actress Savannah, who
I
killed
didn't
herself.
touch it. Was it rubber or
Yeah,
was it plastic?
it's rubber. And you know, it looks like a woman's private area, and you take it and...
It does not. It looks like a piece of plastic.
Oh, it
with
does
some
not. Hey, guys,
hair
didn't it look like it?
on it.
It even had hair on it. And I tried it, and I literally, the capillaries broke in my weenie.
Oh.
I craved. I'll tell you one thing, it drives you right back to your wife.
And imagine how embarrassing it would have been for you to have been found.
Oh, my God. Well, first of all, I locked the bedroom door. I'm 41 years old. I got completely nude so I could stare at my naked body. And then I'm with this thing, and I'm going, oh, my God, look at me. Look at me. I'm naked, and I'm like with a piece of rubber.
And you're trying to decide, should I do it standing up or lying down?
Yeah. And it took me a good 5 minutes to figure out that you need some sort of lubricant with this thing.
Man,
I don't know, man.
how could you have not known that?
I don't know. It didn't say in the instructions to do anything. Like, when it say with lubricant?
I think they figured, looking at that, you'd know.
No, I didn't know. That's why I got all the abrasions. I had tons of, like, purple little abrasions. And the rubber.
You know, now I go through the paper looking for what might happen to you to try
Yeah.
to warn you before you do it.
I would try that thing with the heart. I just use with batteries.
Like you could hook this up.
What do you do with the heart, though? I
See,
don't get
this
it.
is the kind of thing you'd need assistance for.
What do you hook the heart up to?
What do you mean, what do you
I
hook
think
the
it's like
heart
when they
up to?
jump start you, you know, when they put...
Will it beat, make the heart beat?
Clear.
Does it make the heart move?
Yes.
Oh,
The
get
heart
out
is
of
a
here.
muscle.
Yeah, it makes it throb. You know,
Yeah.
And where do you hook the wires to?
probably either side, right?
Yeah, you put it on
Oh,
the
my
outside
God.
of the heart.
Jesus Christ. That's going a long way. I don't even think I'd go that far.
Makes it contract, right?
I wouldn't want to be with a cow's heart. I'd rather be with rubber.
Something
Yeah.
that had no life in it ever at all.
Right. I just
I
can't.
don't know, Howard.
Where do you get the cow
You're
heart?
getting more and more bizarre. Out of the supermarket.
Excuse me, like a cow
Or
heart?
the butcher shop, I suppose.
Son, what do you need that for? You trying to make that into a vagina?
Now they're going to have to start putting warnings on the sides of beef.
Yeah.
Everybody goes to buy one, they're going to look at them like...
Why would you buy a cow heart except for that? Like, what's the reason you need one? Doing a medical experiment in my house. My parents are out of town. Working on a cure for AIDS. Pretty wild story.
Pretty soon you won't be able to sell these to children under a certain age. Don't send your child to the store for meat.
How do you set up a price?
Hey, Gary, tomorrow, get me a cow heart.
No,
I want to
no.
do this in the studio.
Do it.
Give me a cow heart. What else do you need? Batteries and what?
You know, you need the cables and you need a battery.
Hey, Gary, buy me that for tomorrow. I want to see that thing pump. I want to see if it looks like a woman. I want to see if it feels like a woman.
Ugh.
I'll try it. Well, if I don't get fried.
Oh, dear.
I'll give it a
What
shot.
is
Why
the
not?
world coming to?
What else
those
I got?
train
Listen.
transformers so you can vary the current.
Yeah.
Oh, like it has a dial?
It's not cheating, is it? That was with a cow heart.
Depends on how much current.
Hey, I like this better than my wife.
It's only 6 volts.
I would love to.
Yeah, suppose you get addicted to your
I would
heart.
love to.
Your cow heart.
OJ, you want a cow's heart? Want to try it?
I'd love to.
You would love to. Okay.
Well, then maybe this will happen to you.
I would love to have a cow's heart.
Pisa, Italy. A horrified widow is suing the funeral home she hired to bury her husband. Her husband was 6'9".
Got the heart of a cow.
And she paid $6,000 for a coffin large enough to contain him. However, when she got to the funeral home, she looked at the coffin that they had put her husband in,
Yeah.
and she knew there was no way he could have fit into it.
Right. And cut off his feet.
So she insisted
I'll bet you.
that they open it up.
Hold it. Don't
and
tell me the
show
answer.
her.
Anybody want to take bets? I say they cut off his feet.
I think they put him in the yoga position.
Oh, you do? No, I say the feet. I'll take money on it.
I would agree with that.
Oh, okay.
How much you want to bet?
No, you got the answer. What did they do? Chopped off his head?
They cut off his head and stuck it between his legs.
Really?
Yeah.
Where was this?
In Pisa, Italy.
Oh, that's why. It's in Italy.
I hope it was a close guess.
They had a piece of the husband in his lap.
So, of course, she was horrified. And now she is suing the funeral home. They said they couldn't, make the arrangements for that larger coffin in time for the funeral.
She cut off his feet. Plus, you cut off
yeah,
something.
maybe she wouldn't have noticed that so much. They said it seemed the practical thing to do.
Why don't you just nail 2 coffins together?
Or cut holes in the bottom of the coffin and stick his feet through.
Stick his feet through.
Let his feet hang out of the bottom of the coffin. So he only goes up to his knees.
Oh, goodness.
There's a thought.
It's a crazy, crazy world.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's crazy, but I love it.
Yeah.
In other news, suicide doctor, Dr. Jack Kevorkian, has struck again. Assisted suicide number 22. Just weeks after the U.S. Supreme Court refused to shield him from prosecution for his antics, Dr. Jack Kevorkian decided to help a 78-year-old retired Unitarian minister.
Die with dignity.
Yeah.
I'm all for it.
Was allegedly suffering.
You know, this medical science is the world's worst. You know, we keep people alive. You know, you talk about medical insurance and Medicaid and all that. They keep 100-year-old people alive on these machines forever.
But you told me you want to be...
I'm a special case. I'm a celebrity. But I'm just saying, they keep these people alive, and God knows there's no quality to their lives. Absolutely none. You know, living a long time is only good if you got quality in your life.
Well, I don't know. I've been to Florida.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's a lot of quality.
You could eliminate half that state. No one would miss it. In Ohio, there was an article in the Times the other day. There's a thumb they've kept alive since 1989. Just the thumb. The rest of them is legally dead. But as long as they can get... And why do the doctors do it, you ask? Because they can rack up some bill. They can go right through that whole Medicaid thing. It's a ripoff.
Well, that's where the majority of medical insurance is paid out.
Yep.
In these, long hospalizations.
And it's bankrupting.
Who are not going to get better.
It's bankrupting the whole society. I know guys who have stroked out. They can barely function. You know, and they keep them alive.
Here.
They keep them alive, but they're not really them anymore.
Well, this is Kevorkian's lawyer, Gregory Feiger, who's going to describe what this man's life had become.
And people are afraid of death. Well, what's so bad about it? How bad could it be?
I don't see you leap into the...
Well, I got a nice thing going here.
His lungs were severely scarred. He could not take one step without being out of breath. He could not sleep at night. His wife describes his life at the end as being a torture.
Oh, So anyway, they haven't decided yet again whether they're going to charge Kevorkian with anything. They will wait for an investigation. I'm upset that we don't have his services in the rest of the country. He's only working in Michigan.
Right. To kill everybody.
Meanwhile, federal investigators are tracking the possible money trail in the Oklahoma City bombing. The Detroit News says agents have subpoenaed the bank records of James Nichols, one of those 2 brothers who have been locked up and charged with making explosives.
I would love to.
The Michigan man is a friend of bombing suspect Timothy McVeigh, the only man who's been charged so far in relation to the bombing of that federal building. The report says the records show that Nichols withdrew about $5,000 from his own bank account in April.
Yeah, and they dropped money along the way so they could find their way back, like Hansel and Gretel. It's a whole money trail.
They're trying to see if they can trace any of that money to McVeigh to
Understood.
link the 2 of them.
Wow.
Meanwhile, John Doe number 2 is still at large.
I'm not going to try that joke again.
Thank you.
You know, you think that they would just look his name up in the phone book. How many John Doe 2s could there be? I mean, there's still people who haven't heard it.
Do you know where President Clinton is today?
With a cow's heart.
Yeah, he's at the supermarket buying a cow's heart. What is he doing?
He's in Russia today, where they are commemorating VE Day.
Boy, this is going on a long time.
Later,
yeah.
Because they have a different time zone.
Right.
So the president was there in the reviewing stand as the Russians held their own version of their Victory Day parade 50 years later. Here is how it sounded when that parade started. Number 6, please.
That's some parade. They beat the Nazis because it was cold. Nazis couldn't take the cold. They had to turn around.
Oh, stop that.
We really beat them.
That is not...
Is that the parade? That's the wrong tape?
How dare you make a mockery of this?
some celebration.
And here's Boris Yeltsin making a speech on this most historic day.
Boris Yeltsin, okay. There it is.
We bow before the
I wish that other guy in the background would shut up so I could hear the speech.
No, that is Boris.
I congratulate you with the celebration of the Great War. Hooray!
Learn English.
You know, the Russians just open up their mouths and go, whoa! That's how they cheer.
Very solid. Bad music. Talk about bad music.
Marching bands make the worst music.
Oh.
Why do we have so many of them?
I don't know. It's the worst. It's soulless.
Do you know how many Russians died in World War II?
I'll say 50,000, 100,000.
Any other guesses?
Not enough. How many?
27 million.
Whoa.
That's amazing. I had no idea.
Good fighters. 27 million people dead. 27 million people died?
Yeah.
Buy a weapon, dude.
Yeah. Get a gun.
You guys are so heartless.
What, they just walk in front of them and be shot?
Heartless. In fact, some people, like they had no money, no food, it was freezing, and a lot of people died in the war effort just helping to make the weapons. They worked so hard.
The Bosnians laugh at the
I'm
Russians.
not going to discuss this with you anymore. Richard Riordan, who is the mayor of Los Angeles, he also was observing the 50th anniversary of VE Day yesterday out in Los Angeles, and an observance here in the United States. Here's a few of his words.
We saw the most evil force in the history of mankind. Hitler's Germany not just killed soldiers, but murdered over 6 million Jews.
Oh, have a field day.
VE Day.
VE Day. And later today, I suppose, President Clinton and Boris Yeltsin will be meeting to try to talk over the new relations between Russia and the United States. Part of that conversation will have to do with a Russian contract to sell nuclear equipment to Iran.
Yeah.
The president will try to dissuade the Russians
That's
from
pretty
doing
good.
that, and Boris Yeltsin will try to convince the United States that they will not be able to make nuclear weapons with the technology that they'll receive.
Yeah, sure. The Russians really doing great with that capitalism. The best thing they can think of to sell is all their old weapons. That's great.
They're not selling them weapons. They're selling them a nuclear, what are they, the power plant.
Yeah. And they're not going to be able to do anything with
You
that.
can't make a bomb out of that.
No. You can make a bomb out of fertilizer. You can make a bomb out of a nuclear power plant. Sell the world nuclear arms and then tell everyone radio's destroying the world. I love that philosophy. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with some more news right after this.
Oh, tiptoe through the tulip. Hello, my dear friends. This is Tiny Tim saying, I'm happy and you're happy. We're all happy listening to the fabulous Howard Stern Show.
97.1 The Eagle.
Wow.
Let's return to the Howard Stern Show.
I was born Christmas Day on a road in tobacco way. Heart of a cow.
Yeah, you wonder why that never showed up in a song before.
Yeah, what? I'm in love with a cow's heart?
Yes.
Anyway, anything else in the news, Robin?
Yes, a few more things.
Okay.
O.J. Simpson is still in the news, of course, yesterday.
He's good.
They say that prosecuting attorney Chris Darden made a critical error. He had on the stand the guy who towed the white Bronco into the police station impound.
Yeah.
And, of course, you know that a few days or weeks later, they found bloodstains in that car. Now, it's the defense's theory that all the blood in the O.J. case was planted.
Right.
By police officers in an attempt to frame O.J. Simpson.
Right.
So Mr. Darden, on questioning the driver discovered that Bernie Duro never saw anything on the truck as he was taking it in.
All right.
Here is this direct examination by Christopher Darden of Benny Duro.
So what's the mistake?
Or Bernie Duro.
Mr. Durrell, you didn't notice any unusual stains on the steering wheel of the Bronco?
No, sir.
You see any unusual stains on the console of the Bronco?
No, sir.
How about the interior driver's door panel? You see any unusual stains there?
No, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Basically what the experts are saying is that he was helping the defense with that line of questioning.
I don't understand that. Yeah, of course there were unusual stains.
But the guy says, no, there weren't. He didn't see anything.
What's Christopher Darden doing?
I don't know. He's working for the other side now.
You know, there's more money in working for the defense. What genre was the tow operator? Are you... That Chris Darden's creating quite a little career for himself.
As what? It's not
a gardener.
A lawyer.
A gardener. Well, that was weird.
Yeah, it was. Why even bring it up? I mean, obviously this hadn't been brought up before, and he just had the guy go in and confirm, a portion of the defense that, he didn't see anything on this truck when he brought it in.
Nobody's thinking too clearly there.
I don't know what they're doing.
Set O.J. free.
Meanwhile, they then got back into the technical part of the trial. They had a DNA expert take the stand whose name is Robin Cotton.
Yeah.
And she apparently has explained what DNA evidence is and how it's obtained in many trials, and everyone is complimenting her on her ability to make this very technical part of the case quite clear.
She's good. Well, I watched her. She was real good. She was almost like a school teacher explaining DNA.
Right. She could break it down and put it in layman's terms.
But the trial's gotten real boring, and I understand the ratings are down. I was even talking...
Is O.J. going to be canceled?
Yeah, I understand that, it's really down.
Doesn't he know this is sweeps? Who's planning this?
That's what I'm saying. Georgito's really bad.
So here is George Clark, the prosecuting attorney, questioning Robin Cotton.
If DNA suffers this degradation process, will that result in changing the types from the original type of the sample to a new and different type as a result of the process?
How the hell would I know, Connie?
I'm sorry?
It will not.
So this process of degradation, can it change my DNA into looking like your DNA?
No.
Or your DNA into looking like the court's DNA?
No.
Or any members of the jury or the audience?
No.
So what Robin...
We got a problem.
Yeah, that's right, O.J., because she's saying even if the samples were collected poorly, if it shows up as O.J.'s DNA, it's O.J.'s DNA.
Yeah. In fact, collecting samples poorly would only help O.J., not hurt him.
That's right. It couldn't change his DNA into someone else's or make someone else's DNA O.J.
It's good they were sloppy. Makes it even more convincing that it's O.J.'s DNA.
It's making for a stronger case.
Yeah.
And finally, in the O.J. case, a Los Angeles police detective involved in the case is now suing The New Yorker, which is a New York magazine, of course, for libel.
No, New Yorker isn't New York magazine.
No, it's a New York magazine.
A New York magazine. Right. Go ahead. I misunderstood you. Excuse me. Oh, boy, the look I just got. Oh, man, you don't question Robin.
We got a problem.
I am perfect. Did you hear Jackie this morning when he read?
We felt that chill.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Have a look. It's like the old days before you were cured.
I'm stupid? I don't know New Yorker's not New York?
I just try to correct you. Wow. That's all. Sorry. Excuse me. Show's almost over.
Don't try to help. Almost got through.
Almost got through without incident. Go ahead. It was alive.
Oh, man.
Go ahead.
Save that look.
That's going to be that's the next chapter in the new book. I shot him a look. I knew I was right, and he tried to sabotage the newscast.
Did he do that on purpose?
I ran on his face mentally.
Go ahead.
Mark Furman is suing the New Yorker for $50 million in damages, claiming that an article which described him as a racist damaged his reputation and career.
Good for him.
So far, I haven't seen one bit of
The
evidence.
1994 article was dubbed Rogue Cop
Of course.
and described Furman as the man who may have tried to frame O.J. Simpson. And they said in the article that Furman was motivated by latent racism. So there you have it.
You know, New York Magazine, Robin, isn't the same as New York Magazine. It's a New York Magazine. You understand? So try and get that right.
I think that's what I said.
I don't know if you said that.
I declare.
What else is in the news?
Finally today, this could happen to you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Wild baboons with their paws amputated have been found in the mountains around Cape Town, South Africa.
Big deal.
It's highly likely their paws have been cut off for muti.
Booty. Did you say booty?
No, muti.
Oh, muti.
Which is a magic potion brewed by witch doctors.
No, you can't blame him. How is he going to make magic potion?
Environmentalists say the baboons were probably lured to cars with food, and when they reached inside, the windows were closed, trapping their forelegs, making it easy to hack off their paws.
This is terrible. This is terrible.
Is that magic potion number 9? Love potion number 9. I want to get some of that magic potion that they torture these animals for.
Yeah.
I want to see if
how
it works.
good it is.
Yeah, maybe it works. If it works, I understand.
Well, that's what's happening, folks.
They chop off the monkey's paws. Actually, they found that a lot of teenagers do that. What they do is they hook the hands up to electrodes, and then the hands can give them digital massage.
Yes.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get some monkey paws and hook them up to a battery. I'm sick of using my own hand.
Or hearts of cows.
Right. Anyway, Robin's book, Quivers of Life, is out. A lot of people want to know where they can get it, where they can see Robin this Wednesday, May 10th. She'll be on Conan. Unfortunately, no one gets that show. Also, join her May...
I saw it once. Maybe
there you go.
somebody will catch me.
You might sell $3. Also, join her May 11th at Walden Books on Wall Street at 12:30 and at Crown Books in DuPont Circle in Washington, D.C., Saturday, May 13th, where she'll sign copies of her best-selling book, Quivers a Life, which is very exciting. Jackie the Joke Man Marlowe. You, on the other hand, are not so exciting. You have your Wild Comedy CD or cassette, but that is only available through your phone number. $10 plus $3 shipping and handling. Jokeland special, buy 2, get 1 free. Call 1-800-323-KING. Now, here's what's exciting about Jackie. This Saturday, May 13th, Jackie will be at Headliners Comedy Club. Previously, they never wanted him, and now all of a sudden they have open arms.
Oh, really? Now,
yeah.
this is in Washington?
This is in Bethesda, Maryland.
Oh, Bethesda.
Nobody appears in Washington. There's a lot of violent black people in Washington. You have to appear in Bethesda or Virginia.
This is terrible.
And for filthy jokes and Robin excerpts, call 516.
Maybe I'll go see Jackie while I'm down.
Yeah.
Maybe you will.
Oh,
516.
him. He doesn't believe I can show him.
516-922-WINE is the number to call. Remember, 516-922-WINE is not a pay service, which is a really nice feature.
You must give me all the details.
Oh, yeah. I will.
Attention, Manhattan. Be sure to see Fred Hot Chili Norris Thursday at Brews, 34th Street between 3rd and Lex. That's Fred's band. A lot of people talking about that. Saying bad things, what they're talking about.
I'll take it anyway.
No, they love it. Don't miss Boy Gary this Saturday from noon to 2. He'll be representing Prodigy at the Software, etc. on 83rd and Broadway in Manhattan, giving away free Prodigy software. When you have no talent, that's what you got to do. You stand at a booth.
Sorry.
To order a signed copy of Stuttering John CD, call 201-942-OUCH.
Gary's getting a look at what he could be doing.
Right.
The show.
In 4 months when I leave, Gary will be a Prodigy salesman. If you're planning a wedding or party and you need a DJ, call Scott the Engineer's Rocket Entertainment at 718-BAG-5040. And to all my friends out there, adios. Until tomorrow.
Amigos.
Amigos. All my Spanish friends, adios, amigos. And we'll see you tomorrow.
97.1, 97.1, 97.1, 97.1, 97.1, 97.1, 97.1, 97.1, 97.1, 97.1, 97.1, 97.1, 97.1.